Okay, let's do this. Welcome back to Games Revealed. I'm James and the Brink, and we are one community today. I'm going to be dual fisting some mics. I don't know how that comes off, but probably not good. So, I have two mics, so we're going to put this one down right here. And we're going to continue using this one right here. I have a second mic. Finally got it. I'm going to be starting up the podcast again. First person on it's going to be Susie. Second person on it is going to be potentially one or two people from the community, and then I'm going to have some other content creators be a part of it, hopefully. I need to ask people about it, more or less. So today's... We'll wait a second for people to mosey on in, but we're going to be doing a... Yeah, let me... come. There we go. Okay. Just getting chat all worked through. I am going to, by the way, wearing my Fight Past Your Hunger t-shirt, which you can get at undeadstore.com. Why did I say that? Shopundead.com. Not Undead Store. Not really shameless promotion, right? I really like this. Okay, so let's do some welcomes to people. We're going to be doing, like, if you have questions to ask, topics you want to talk about, go for it. I'm in an in-between state right now. This week has been, like, the past week has been busy with a ton of interviews, like I've talked about multiple times in the past. And so, yeah, it gets me really busy. Have a couple of videos almost queued up. One from me, one from Susie. Mine's about the HD screen. We can talk about that if you want. I have a more concise version of that I'll be releasing soon on why I think it's a good idea to get it and why I think it's a bad idea. So let's say hi. That Cat Smith for you. Welcome. They just received their AirPod Maxes today. Ooh. You have to let us know how those are. That is. Chad, Cat, and Bebe, welcome, or at least at the bare minimum, Chad. Then we got to King Upright. Hello, revealed. Well, hello, King. Charles, yo. I have a very great. Don't know if you're responding to me or the title. I don't know. Hopefully I spelled the title to this video right. And then Wolf, welcome. So, yeah, let's see here. Hopefully I sound fine. This is the newer mic. I have the older mic right here, and that one's not turned on though. So hopefully with everything, it will turn out really well. Okay, guys, do you have any questions before we get started? Are the deck trackpads patented? They are. From my understanding, they are probably patented with an open license for people to use them. From my understanding, we can do some more research. From my understanding, they are potentially partially licensed, but I do know, I'm pretty sure that Valve is 100% fine with other companies doing using the designs, and I think they even have the schematics available. Let's, but we can. We'll dig into that here in a second. Let us see. Valve, when it comes to innovations and stuff like that, they will only do stuff to protect themselves if they really feel like it's going to need to protect themselves. Like, sometimes you'll see lawsuits and stuff that they do. That is because if you don't pursue certain things, you can lose your copyright or other legal bounds to something. So, and I know this, I'm not a lawyer, so take it with a grain of salt, but I have worked, my first job in software engineering was working for the patent office, or it wasn't patent office, it was the patent portion of the company that did several patents every year, like dozens of patents every year. This company that did industrial diamonds. Interesting enough, they have an industrial press that would press the diamonds down into, well, it press the material down into artificial diamonds that then would be used for drilling and mining and whatnot. Pretty interesting. And if they blows, the whole building shakes because you can have those presses blow. Way off topic. This is an ask me anything kind of thing. So I figured I'm going to go a little crazy. let's see here. I'm getting to okay. So we got this, and then let's get. Should we get chat? Actually, let's see here. Here we go. Let's do this. Just cause. Oh, wrong button. Hold up, guys. Hold up. I'm getting this kind of rearranged. I know this is not the most, it's not like I'm the most organized person in the world when it comes to this type of stuff. Let's see here. Okay. And then, yeah, you got that other Elgato and there. Okay. Just getting this kind of organized today. Okay, so let's get into seeing what people have to say. I'm falling behind already. Farouk, welcome. You think we will see any more improvements on the Steam Deck, and is there anything you particularly want to see? Is what they are asking. We will be seeing software improvements. 100%. We're going to be seeing software improvements. Steam Deck trackpads patent. We're just going to see. Yeah. So Steam Deck patent description details, touchpad. Okay, yeah. So you can see they are patented. But like I said, they could be potentially an open source style type of patent where they are fine allowing, like you probably like Valve, as long as you're, people are asking to use different aspects of their image, they are fine if you use it. So in this state, I bet you it's if you ask. Maybe the direct style, maybe not. They allow, but that's what I see. Okay, and then going to the improvements of the Steam Deck. Yes, we are going to continue to see software improvements. We might see some internal hardware improvements. In fact, there has been a new development with that where the newer Steam Decks coming out have a different back piece. So where there's black tape, I believe it's now like a metal sheet that helps, I think, with the cooling a little bit better. It's probably something they had to improve or wanted to improve just to make sure things were kosher there. That Cat Smith for you. I'm using my AirPod Maxes right now to listen to the stream. The ANC active noise cancellation is beyond expectation. Ooh. Apple does do a good job. They do a great job. I'll be honest though. I really like my Sony. I'm trying to look for them right now. Like always, my room is a mess. But yeah, I have the big Sony XM whatever ones, and those ones are amazing too. In fact, they're a little too good. Where you honestly, if you want to like take someone out, if there's someone has a hit out on you, and you're wearing those, you're gone. Like honestly, if you're like an assassin and you see someone using something like that, you're just like, okay, it's over with. I already know I got them. I know that's like super morbid, but yeah, 100% we're going to see additional improvements, just not hardware wise, unless it's a major thing like an OLED screen or anything like that. That will happen as like a Steam Deck V2, or they'll do some type of versioning for that. But software is where you're going to be seeing all the improvements. And there are plenty of improvements, including, I think, plugins is the number one that I'd like to see. While I like Decky Loader or Decky plugin system, I still need to do a video on it. I do think Valve would do very well by controlling, like not controlling it, but offering good APIs. My problem, the reason why I haven't built plugins for the deck through Decky is because I'm not a big fan of using Python because it's slow. Like it's just when you're using those plugins, and if it's too intensive of a plugin, it's going to slow. It's not the most efficient way to do things. Let's see here. I am. Necrosphere, or yo, everyone playing Mad Max. Well, wait. You playing Mad Max? Okay. Like, or watching Mad Max. Then Cat Smith for you is making pizza. Ooh, getting ready. Did I, butterscotch pudding? Welcome. You have not missed anything yet, really. I have been sleeping. Mad Max has been in my library for a while. Honestly, the new Mad Max movie, I haven't seen yet. I bought it for a good deal years ago, and I haven't seen it yet. I really want to. I don't know why. I haven't seen it yet. I can't believe I bought something and haven't. I mean, I guess I do that with games all the time, but not movies. I don't usually do that with movies. Anwar 900. Good morning, everyone. Do you think cloud gaming will take over the handheld? Because I sometimes play with my Steam Deck by GeForce Now because all high settings and ray tracing. Yes, but unless you have a good internet connection, so I don't think it's going to fully take over anytime soon. I think we're going to see this first decade of handheld gaming renaissance. Like, we're going to be seeing like I honestly, I think most of the innovation we're going to see come from the, in PC gaming is going to be coming from handhelds from here on out. I don't think it's going to be like the only innovation, to be fair, but I think there's a big resurgence coming, and having a portable system that you can take with you, but also dock and play at a TV is very awesome. And if you're a PC gamer and you've been using Steam for so long, what a treat it is to just be able to use your library from Steam, where any other console or any other system, it's subjective whether you're going to be able to continue to use it. So I think we're going to be seeing a big push for that. And because people have big libraries, I don't know if it will ever diminish to being just purely cloud, unless like Steam comes out with a cloud service, or you use one of those services. I think there's a couple of services, cloud services, you can pay monthly for to utilize your Steam client. But beyond that, one of the bigger disadvantages of Steam, of the cloud gaming aspect, is that if you have to buy your games from the service, then you're subjective to if the service closes down, like a certain Google product that we saw. Also, or you're subjective to only a certain amount of games you can play. Well, that's really cool and that's great. And if you're not gaming a ton and you're like, I'm a Netflix kind of person, I only need so many games access at a time, and as long as there's something interesting in there and I'm fine with that, then there's going to be people like that. There's people already doing online or like cloud-based gaming already, even with the Steam Deck. I think there's definitely a basis for that. I don't think until we have a little bit better internet connectivity, low latency, maybe more servers, it's already doing pretty good, but I still hear complaints from certain people trying to use it. And so until there's a little bit better perception there too, because it's already gotten pretty good, and I think some of the perception's bad, we will not be seeing someone or something, or like we're not going to be seeing cloud gaming take over fully. So we'll see. I think it's going to happen within a decade kind of thing, where we'll see things start to phase out. We'll see services start to utilize like our Steam library, as long as we can utilize and do what we want, but maybe it's in a more virtual cloud-based environment, then yeah. I know technology-wise, almost everything else is lining up. The biggest thing is that latency. So there's a lot of ways we could go about doing it, though. There's a lot of ways. So let's just say that. And it is nice to play things maxed out in the cloud, but you're still, with compression algorithms, with everything else, you're not getting a perfect picture. You're going to still be doing better playing on like a big beefy PC if you want pure fidelity, as opposed to an algorithm crunching your video coming in. And also it needs to crunch it well enough so that it doesn't kill bandwidth and all that, so that your input goes out to the cloud and comes back. So there's a lot to all that. And hopefully I didn't really over answer that, but it's a fun question. And we're 900. I probably didn't say your name right. I apologize. Raichi, welcome. Valve, Half-Life Roach AI is way superior to modern PC and PC's AI. Whoa. The Roach AI, like the roaches inside of a Half-Life? You might be suffering from what people like to say times used to be better syndrome. Everyone, like, What is this? We're gonna watch this for a second. I'm curious now. Roaches actively seek out food by smell. Dude, look at those antennas. Dude, they look like, honestly, they look like forbidden Doritos. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, that's new. I think that's a mod. Yeah, they look like forbidden Doritos. That's something that, by the way, welcome LoJack. Something LoJack would potentially dig.
Why do we all have to wear these ridiculous ties?
Well, if that's always been there, if that AI has always been there, then that's crazy. I've never seen that before. Okay, well, thanks for that, Raichi. You know me. I'm a big Half-Life fan. Love it. Fiesta 2015. What's happening? Not much. We're just chatting, having a good old time here. Honestly, already amazing questions have been asked, and hopefully some interesting answers have come forth. Deck Cyborg, with the bigger screen handhelds coming out, do you think that Valve will go even bigger with Steam Deck 2? I know they said that hardware won't really be changing with Steam Deck. Wow, I am so far behind. It's one of those streams. I am so far behind, but that's okay, guys. It's a good thing. This is a good thing. It means we have a lot to talk about. So when it comes to with a bigger screen, here, like, I'm going to do this so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. So that's the comment we're talking about. So yes, Valve. So here's one of the things I don't fully agree with the Valve team, with the hardware team. They seem pretty set on trying to hit certain metrics of like we want it to be the most optimal 15 watt consumption. Well, what happens if battery technology improves and doubles, triples, and which already kind of is doing that? We're going to be seeing some pretty interesting battery tech, I think, also come out in the next decade. That's another reason why. Honestly, things are lining up for portability in a big way. We have a lot of patents kind of coming out for the past decade itself on improving solar. I've been a part of a solar company in the past, contracting and working with it on and off. And the amount of different types of batteries and ways to do energy storage is pretty fascinating, and we're going to see it improve. So once that's improved, I think we'll see like Valve take. So battery is a big one. So if they know they can double their battery, potentially they might go an inch bigger. And I really do think the Steam Deck going bezel-less with an 8-inch screen is about perfect. That's about the perfect screen size. 7 inches is great, but it sometimes is a little small, and some text is hard to read, especially with the 800p. I do think it would benefit from an 8-inch 1200p screen. That's primo land for me. When it comes to, yeah, I do think at bare minimum, Steam Deck 2 is going to have a better APU. I think that's the biggest thing that people can rely on. Beyond that, maybe bigger battery. And then that's about it. If they do a Steam Deck 2, the next Steam Deck is probably going to be more like the Deckard project, being a VR like headset or some type of system. But honestly, the USB 4, I have a video coming out soon, and in fact, I'm also working with the Steam Pals to do a video too on much wanted features for Steam Deck 2 or whatever. Deck Cyborg, however, that doesn't cover a whole new handheld. Okay. Hopefully I covered that right. LoJack, welcome. King Upright, hardware improvements are unlikely outside of perhaps cooling stuff, but I doubt hardware stuff will add more performance, like a better APU. Steam Deck 2, I would be surprised if a Steam Deck 2 didn't have better performance. The reason I say that is because the Steam Deck, it just, when you think, and Valve does think differently, when you think of incremental systems, the first thing that always happens is some type of performance bump. There's already plenty of new APUs coming out. There's plenty to choose from. And it's not going to change the compatibility of the deck much. It really won't. We're talking about very similar systems. The APU inside the ROG Ally is very similar to the APU inside of the Steam Deck. And so I don't think support is going to be very difficult. We'll see. They haven't come out with anything. I have a feeling they're going to take their time and figure it out. An OLED screen is also likely. I know that they want to improve the screen, period. But yeah. Raichi, we need a bigger NVMe slot for the Steam Deck too. I agree. I'd like to see a bigger NVMe slot for the Steam Deck too. But I honestly, with at least we have a 2 terabyte. It's not too expensive. It would be nice to have 4 or more when more is available. But 2 terabytes pretty nice, and then the SD card slot's pretty nice. So I think we're already getting some good space already with the slot. What I'd like to see, honestly, is potentially, if they can't do one long slot, 2 slots. Because the reason why I say that is they might be able to position 2 slots better. So instead of, like, let's say you buy, like, the next Steam Deck 2 starts out at like 512, like 256 or 512, or there's only a 512 version. Well, if there's 512 gigs, then I just want to slap in another one and not give up my 512 so I can have 2.5 gigs. I'd almost rather see 2 smaller 2230 slots potentially now, is what I'm thinking. But I could be crazy. King Upright, Python isn't exactly the strongest coding format. Python is format wise, I like the way it looks personally. And if you're doing like machine learning, if you're doing AI, it's very strong for that, in the sense of the data scientists love using it for a reason or another. It's easy to read. It's not complex. But performance wise, it's not great. YouTube is still built on Python somewhat, but they've replaced most of their code with like Golang, which I'm getting into the programming side. Once again, if you don't know, I'm a programmer by trade. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, for the past 12 years, I've professionally programmed multiple different projects. I'm doing the Revealed project, the Deck Revealed project, you might also know it as. I'm still working on it. I'm taking my time because I really got frustrated with some of the architecture. And since it's going to be open source, hopefully, it's right now it is open source, but hopefully I continue doing it open source. It gives me a little bit of fret to add code to it, but it's coming along. Honestly, it's coming along. I mean, I do JavaScript and TypeScript. It's not like it is faster than Python, but it's not like it's drastically faster. Deck Cyborg. I know that the Aineo Kun, I don't like saying the other word. I'm sorry if the Aineo, I say it Kun because any other way of saying it, just makes me turn I don't know. It just doesn't sound right. Looks good only because of the 8.4 inch screen. I have not so great eyes, so bigger screen will always be something I want. Okay. I'm wondering if there's going to be so the Steam Deck is getting bigger and bigger. We're getting more accessories. I wonder if there's an accessory that has a magnifier. So you know how the Game Boy, the original Game Boy, I think the Game Boy Advance even has one where you can get the magnifier accessory where it would be a big magnifying glass that would cover it and make it bigger. I wonder if there's going to be a Steam Deck accessory for that, or if there already is one that could help you already. It's troublesome, but it can help with those types of things. Wolf, Blowjack. Oh, that's right. Your Blowjack's working to get his dream truck. Yeah, dude. We are all hopeful for that. And you're going to send pictures in the Discord. And if you guys don't know, we do have a Discord for Games Revealed. King Upright. I think the handhelds are unnecessary to run Windows. Really, it's not optimized for handhelds and only causes problems. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. I do think if you go right into like big picture mode inside of Steam on Windows, like with your handhelds, you're going to be in a very similar state. I don't know. Can you launch that automatically? So if once Windows is done loading, can you make it so that Steam's big picture mode automatically launches? If that's the case, that'd be awesome. I have not tried that out. That could fix a lot of problems. Windows, Windows is not great with the Steam Deck or with these handheld. And to be fair, and I'm coming from a programming side of things, it wouldn't be that hard to fix. I'll be honest. It's something that Microsoft could, like, if they really wanted to, do a prototype version of it, and at least for these companies that could use it, like INEO and all that. So we'll see. I think it's low-hanging fruit that they could do, and they can do multiple. I know they have their sights set on some stuff, but they can do multiple things. These big companies have multiple trajectories and verticals that they can go through. So, oh yes, Wolf. Don't forget to bash that like button with your crowbar. It does help people become more aware of the channel or know that it's sometimes if you haven't watched the channel in a little bit, it won't notify you. Hitting that like button, maybe it will help notify you. I don't know about notifying, but you at least see it in the I don't know, your feed. Fiesta handheld gaming go burr. Yeah, I guess. Handheld gaming's great. Side streets, I just saw Overwatch 2 on Steam stored today. Yes, that is a big deal. That's actually, let's look at that real quick. Steam. That is a big deal, actually. So Overwatch 2 is coming August 10th, which is interesting that it's August 10th. It's probably because of the merger happening with Microsoft. And honestly, this is a big deal. This is definitely solidifying that, hey, Steam is going to be eating up a couple of Blizzard games, or at least getting Blizzard. I'm hoping, too, that it will be on Epic Games also. Let's see. Let's see about that. Because I don't think Microsoft has as good a relationship with Epic. Potentially even a bad relationship, but I don't know. I would like to see, because I know that like League of Legends is on Epic. I don't think it's on Steam. I would like to see. Actually, let's see. What is the free games? Train Valley 2. There you go. Murder of numbers. Elder Scrolls Online is going to be free, but doesn't that require like an online subscription? It's probably going to give you like the first free month. That's cool. Ratchet and Clank is also going to be awesome. This is a big deal. This is a very big deal. And this is kind of potentially showing the times to come with what we can expect. And Overwatch already plays decent on the Steam Deck. Like Overwatch is a very highly optimized game, so you're going to be able to play almost guaranteed Overwatch 2 on your Steam Deck soon. So just be aware of that. If you like Overwatch, I'm a big fan of as a casual shooter. I like to go in and play it every once in a while. I think it's fun. I enjoy a lot of the stuff about it. I enjoy the MOBA style first-person shooter, as I'm a huge first-person shooter fan, and this is a big deal. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Side Streets, by the way. King Upright, that's why the Steam Deck was a great option and so easy to use and set up. It's pretty much plug and play. Yes, it really is plug and play. The problem is, I'm so far behind. Let's hurry up and read through a couple of things. I want SteamOS 3 to come out, because once SteamOS 3 comes out and there's some support, I think ROG, like the ROG Ally and a bunch of these other devices that use AMD APUs are going to be easily supported. Halo, or I think it's like Halo, something like that. The project Halo OS, which is SteamOS, does support a lot of these, but with exceptions. It's not like the easiest thing. Wolf, if you don't have a teacher, hit that sub button. Brink will take you on a field trip. I do like taking field trips with you guys. Cat Smith, for you, I don't like most movies, honestly, apart from any of the... Oh, man, we're going so far back, aren't we? Although I would like to... Okay. King Upright, Apple devices have amazing internet connectivity, so they should just use their hardware choices. Yes, they do, technically, yes. Charles, BattleBit Remastered. Is pretty awesome, honestly. I've tried it on the deck. I've tried it on other things. It's awesome. So you want to come in? 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes to catch up. Susie's going to join us in a second. Charles, you can't touch 5.2. What do you mean I can't touch 5.2? That's what I'm developing. I've upgraded my game already to that. No, LoJack. No, I don't do roaches. Wow, I'm so far behind on chat. We're going to get through this. BattleBit Remastered is awesome, though. I suck on keyboard and mouse, though. You suck on BattleBit. Like, okay, it's first-person shooter. It's, like, best on keyboard and mouse. Oh, yes, Wolf. Okay, so I'm finally getting to the Doritos. If you guys are a little behind, I watched the Half-Life Roach AI demonstration. And the little roaches in Half-Life, I don't know if they look like nacho cheese Doritos. Let's be fair. Let us mosey on over to some new topics, but it's hilarious. Sorry, I'm gonna read through this really quick. I'll begin lurking. Gonna boot up my PS5 and play some Spider-Man. Oh, that is good. Hey, King Upright, you're more than welcome to keep chatting. I'm enjoying it. Raichi, streaming PC to an 800p display, easy to max out settings. Oh, 100% easy. Another reason why the HD screen is a good choice. I'm coming out with a video about misunderstandings with the HD screen. I think that the power drain is going to be at the most 10% more for the HD screen. For a lot of people, that might be a killer. For me, that is an amazing trade-off for such a better fidelity. Let's see, Mate J. Hey, welcome, Matey J. One software feature you would like Valve to add, and one software feature you would like in Decky plugin. Honestly, I'd like to see Decky plugin replaced by Valve's first-party software. I think they've done an amazing job. I'd like to see their plugins get ported over to a Valve API so there's less issues. One feature you would like to Valve to add. One feature. That honestly, dual boot. I'd like to see them finish dual boot and release SteamOS. I know this is like a two for... Finish dual boot, release SteamOS 3.0.5. What, it's 3.5 at this point, but like release SteamOS 3, dual boot. That's what I want. I want to be able to choose between Windows and Steam, and I also want to be able to put SteamOS on every app, device I can with ease. It would make my life like with the rebuild project much easier if SteamOS was on everything in a more in an easier to consume manner. Yes, I know I can do it through other means, but honestly, it's not that nice. Cascoder, hey man, still gotta get you on the stream soon. It's okay, Cascoder, you didn't miss. I know you've been busy, but we need to get you on stream again. Gondorian, and in fact, I wanted to get you on the, we're going to do the podcast. Okay, Gondorian Slayer, what do you think of the new handheld TGD? I don't know what that is. Let's look it up. It's going to, I'm going to pull this in. It's going to be a horrible. Oh, okay. I do know what this is. ETA Prime, of course, covers it. We're going to queue this up. I want to get through comments. We're going to queue this up. We're going to watch this, or at least part of this, and I'll give you my my thoughts on it. Yes, Cascoder, we have not seen you. You have been missed. Dex Cyborg, yes, I had a magnifying accessory for the Game Boy Color. Yep. There is a Steam Deck accessory that is a screen replacement that makes it a 1080 screen. It wouldn't be a 1080 screen, and if it's a screen you're thinking of, King Upright, it is at 1200p. So technically, how it works is I have my notes here. Let's not expose them. Oh my gosh, you guys got to see all the stuff I'm working on. Let's see here that I'm doing a horrible job of releasing, partially just because like I said, getting a video edited and everything, and I'm trying to do more and more with it, is not easy. Let's see here. So yeah, so you got the 1280 by 800, which is like a 720 kind of style. And then you got 1920 by 1200. I believe this is the correct ratio. I have to double check. That's what you're seeing is the bump up. So instead of 720 to 1080, it's 800 to 1200, along those lines, let's say. Not perfect, potentially, but think of it in that way instead of a 1080. Deck Cyborg, long time ago, but okay. Kalt, welcome. Raichi, Steam Deck gaming pillow so I can be more comfortable playing a deck. Oh my gosh, dude! If I was really so, my foray into like physical goods development is the shopundead.com store. T-shirts. I'll have more accessories up there and stuff like that soon, but that's what I'm capable of. I'd love to know a contact to make a gaming pillow. How would that get? Honestly, just get a so there's what are they like baby feeding pillows or breastfeeding pillows that you can get. Maybe that might help you, Raichi. I know it's weird, but it's a pillow that wraps around you and you can put your arms on it. It's usually there to rest the baby, right? Well, you can rest your baby Steam Deck there and feed off of its beautiful. It can feed off you or you can feed off it, whatever, you know. It's a symbiotic relationship. But I do like that. That is hilarious. Gondorian Slayer, if I ever get a handheld, I'll be waiting for our Linux device one. If I ever get a handheld. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're Gondorian, you're like 100% into like the Linux stuff, right? Butterscotch pudding. I have the bell. YouTube still doesn't notify me half the time. I know. That's why I'm streaming more on Twitch again, is that at least notifies people better, it feels like. That's with my personal stuff. Like if you want to watch me, like once I get back into my streaming again, play games, work on stuff, whatever, that's where you'll find me. Butterscotch pudding. Okay, we already did that. Oh my gosh. Raichi donated money. Oh, by the way, I've been meaning to do something. Where is it? Give me. I'll figure it out here in a second. Actually, yeah. Once we get back to that money thing. Call it. Oh yeah, you missed us. You've been working too much. Oh, that sucks, man. Yep. Streams are on Wednesday. Cascader, they do this after I buy Diablo 4. Yeah, I know, right? Gondorian, I'm watching YouTube on Linux Mint. There you go. Hey, Linux Mint was my go-to like years ago when I was working at a company. I used that for almost a year. I've developed on Linux, Windows, and Mac. All very similar. Raichi, didn't Microsoft make the Matrix demo for Epic? I can't remember if they did, but yes, the Matrix demo was for it was a demo for showing how they did what is it called? Like a loading style. So they could do real-time loading, chunk loading of like different areas of the map. That was what it was for. Oh yeah, Deck Cyborg. If you could choose one thing to just solve and no longer be an issue, it'd be easy anti-cheat not fully working on Steam Deck. I would preface that with any anti-cheat. Satanic, welcome. Ooh, Team Fortress 2. That is a good one on the Steam Deck. It would be a harder one to play, I feel like, competitively, but yeah. Necrosphere, I want a Deck HD, but right now you have to flash the BIOS to make it work. They said it in their Discord. Yes, Necrosphere. I was also planning on talking about that in my video, which maybe I didn't call it Deck HD. I keep on calling it HD screen. Oh my gosh. Deck HD. So I might have to re-record my my video because yeah, probably. But maybe we could talk about it in this chat today. What about a CRT Steam Deck? Oh my gosh. Well, first up, it's not going to be very practical because it's going to make it much longer because the way the tube works is just, yeah, it's not going to work very well. Cascoder, how about an e-ink screen for your Steam Deck? No. If you're playing black and white game, and plus the refresh rate is garbage. If you're playing, you just, yeah, I'm going to put it at that. Not really. It's not meant for animated systems. It's meant for reading and for displaying things that are more static. So, yeah, that's a nah for me. Raichi donated a generous $1.50 in Canadians, I think. All right. Thank you for the donation, Raichi. It means a lot. And speaking of that, by the way, guys, guess what I got a week ago? And I have a photo of it. And I'm a bad person. I have not posted yet, but I will be doing a YouTube post mentioning the people that helped donate to get this. And it's, where are you? I don't know where Susie put it. So I can't find it, but I got a heat gun. I'll post a picture. In fact, you can see it inside a Discord. Yeah. In fact, let's see. Maybe I have the photo right here. Yes, I do. With a very puzzled corgi who is not sure if he's going to get heat gunned. That's it right there. So yes, thank you for the donations. I finally got a heat gun. Next time I do a screen replacement, I will be using the heat gun. I made sure it came with consistent temperature, and it shows the temperature, has presets and all that. Like, I made sure. And by the way, he's not freaking out because of this. He's freaking out because he wants me to throw his dumb ball or bone. It's a bone ball, whatever it is. Whenever he brings it, he wants me to throw it for like. And I'm being mean, but he'll play for like 3 hours straight, and then bark at me if I don't respond to him after a while. That Cat Smith, for you, I have Twitch, but I rarely watch streams on it. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I get as many people watching on Twitch as I do YouTube, but I will still do some stuff on YouTube on the Brink channel there. Like, I'll post stuff. I will still do a stream every once in a while. I still have other stuff, but the Twitch one is a different platform. I know I've talked about going back and forth, and they're coming out with new stories and new stuff for Twitch. And so it's going to make sense for me, game related, being over there doing that type of stuff for that type of channel or whatever. Gondorian, I'm slowly getting used to Linux now. I'm just getting the Wi-Fi stuff, the Wi-Fi stuff, getting it figured out, and hoping to get my Windows games on DVDs on Linux too. Yes. Linux, to be really fair, Linux and Windows are actually much more similar than I feel like Mac. Mac these days is like the one that's like different because they have the keychain. They have a lot of different ways they do things, big deviations from how like Linux and Windows does things. So Linux isn't too bad depending on how complicated you get. King Upright, I have mod chipped Tears of the Kingdom OLED Switch, and it's so nice. Honestly, best Switch I've chipped. Ooh, nice. Looks so nice, and with the OLED display and pure black background, thanks to the CFW, looks cool. Ooh, I bet that does. OLED screen is nice. Here's the thing, though. This screen, albeit this is like, this is a sales tactic right here. Let's be fair. Is going to be much more vibrant. It's a much better quality screen. And so I think people are going to be surprised. People have been shouting for an OLED. It's not going to happen on the Steam Deck 1 unless Steam Deck 2 changes their format. or a Valve really puts out some money to make sure there's a manufactured one, but their 16 by 10, from my understanding, is not a common OLED screen. So it's really hard right now to get one. So don't be surprised if you don't see an OLED screen until Steam Deck 2, whether it be third party or first party. But yeah, I think people really misunderstand how well, like, and I could be mistaken about this, but if I'm correct, which I think I am, and I'm giving you guys a lot of confidence, I would rather have an IPS or just like a standard screen that's not OLED today than an OLED from like the very beginning, burn-in issues and other stuff. So what I'm saying is, like, improvements happen over time. OLED's not the de facto. There's actually better technologies coming out. OLED's still great though. Gondorian, I'm surprised I waited this long. Well, then again, people kept kicking me out of the communities for asking simple questions of installation from DVDs to install Linux or network drives. Yeah, communities are kind of a-holes. I mean, I'll answer, but if you jump into a community, I'll give some advice for people. If you jump into a community and start asking questions right away without giving the bare minimum showing that you care beyond that, and like, there's a lot of people that will jump into our community, ask, and then leave, and it's like, you're just kind of using people at that point. Not saying that you did that, and I'm not really like, I get frustrated when people do that, but at the same time, hopefully you get something else from the community. So, that Cat Smith for you heat gun finally. Yep, I finally got it. I honestly prefer YouTube over Switch. 100% that Cat Smith for you. I prefer YouTube. I don't actually watch much streams these days on Twitch, but when it comes to streaming, I prefer Twitch right now. We'll see. I streamed for like the past month on YouTube. It did okay. It did fine. But I think I'm going to stream on YouTube or on Twitch, post on YouTube. I think I'll get the similar amount of views. Deck Cyborg plus Twitch wants their streamers to be exclusive to their platform. They do, but yeah, we'll see. Twitch is destroying themselves, but they've backtracked a lot and they're noticing that they're losing traction. So I think from my understanding, the TwitchCon a couple of weeks ago, they've made some changes. So we'll see. Once again, that's why I have both platforms. I don't like for my personal stuff. Games Revealed is just all dedicated to games YouTube right now. I used to stream on Twitch. It just seemed useless. It kind of fractured the community. So yeah, it's hard to say. I like YouTube a lot more. I do get the benefits of Twitch though, and I do it more for personal. I try to be more professional in this channel, and then just whatever goes in the Bring channel. Kind of gives me kind of. I try to stick to games, but I do like other stuff too, like 7-Eleven runs and maybe some other videos we'll watch. I don't know. Raichi, Switch OLED is way better than a 1 terabyte Series S. I think those are really hard comparisons, and I think it's a really weird comparison. But yeah, probably. Performance-wise, no, but you might get a lot more. I don't know. Yeah. Gondorian Slayer, Kick is replacing Twitch now. Kick is special. I'm going to copy that. We can go look. I could try streaming on there, but there's still some issues that they have with Kick. Geeks and Gamers is on Kick now. Okay, cool. Raichi, I miss plasma TV technology. I still use my 42-inch 720 plasma for my... Why do you miss it? I'm pretty sure OLED's better than plasma, depending on the tech. Like, I could be wrong on that. Cascoder, I get notifications if you're on YouTube. On Games Revealed, but do you get them on Twitch? I don't know. Necrosphere at Brink, are you going to stream on Kick or other platforms other than YouTube and Twitch? Necrosphere, I might. I mean, it'd be interesting to try it out on Kick and see. I probably should have tried. If I was really curious, I should have tried it like a month or two ago. I know I mentioned I would avoid it because certain streamers, I'm not going to say, really just screwed things up by watching certain things, which I don't care about that. I care that their audience his audience was mainly underage for what he's watching. And yes, he even gave it kind of a little bit of a consent, but I'm surprised he did not get in more trouble for that. That was pretty. I mean, he got his comeuppance too. We don't need to go into what happened in that stream. That'd be more for the Brinks chat. If you want to chat about that, we could chat about it on Twitch, but not out here. Yeah, so I'll try kick if enough people are interested in me trying kick. And if there's like benefits over, or, you know, I don't know. Deck Cyborg, I actually just watched a video showing OLED versus the old Plasma tech, and the old OLED does in fact come out on top. Yeah, I would assume so. Well, Plasma was great. Don't get me wrong. I think Plasma was really good. Plasma has a major issue, and that is with burn-in. And OLED does too, but Plasma's even worse. Gondorian Slayer, yeah, the audience is questionable stuff. Yes. Aiden, yes, it's Aiden. Yes, Necrosphere. Yeah. Wait, Aiden Ross, is that Bob Ross's? No, I'm just kidding. Kicks checker, what kicks you wearing right now? I'm not wearing. I love your name. I am not wearing anything below my shirt. No, I'm just kidding. It gives me empowerment. It makes me feel like I'm an empowered person to not wear anything below the shirt. But I'm sorry. But no, seriously, I'm barefoot. I'm barefoot, and it is beautiful. As far as kicks, I'm not particularly these days care these days what shoes I wear unless I'm skateboarding. And so I could go into skateboarding a lot in the shoes I loved, which aren't around anymore. Raichi, congratulations, you've defeated the chat. I finally caught up, I know. Wolf, did you see the live where a kid had Aiden Ross's sister? Yes, his sister's on a pillow, and Aiden didn't know at first and kept asking him to show it, and then we finally did. Yeah, no, it wasn't a pillow. No. I'll talk about that in the Twitch if you want to bring it up when we go over to Twitch in a little bit, but I'm not talking about that because it is hilarious. Necrosphere, I wear pro wings. Kicks checker, hey, freedom is awesome, dude. Yes, right now that is, well, it just feels so good to have the carpet. That's where I'm at right now. I have carpet, so why wouldn't I have? Yeah. If I'm down in the basement, sometimes I'll wear slippers because they're extra comfy because it has a cement floor, even though I do have padding and stuff sometimes on it in some areas. Raichi, hi, no more chat incoming. King Upright, I did a few installs for Switch and mod chips, and it honestly gotten way too easy with the PicoFly chip. Ooh. Yeah, I'm hearing that. I do soft mod because I don't want to I have an old Switch, and I don't want to do a hard mod. So I have a soft mod. Deck Cyborg, same. I'm only wearing my tattoos on my feet. Hey, whoa. Hold up. That is more than what I'm wearing. You should get sock tattoos. Gondorian, one ring shall rule them all. Okay, well, I was going to have Susie come in. I'll be back, guys, in give me 20 seconds. I'll be right back. Oh, look at that. I'm right on time. Someone's saying negative 500. Oh, gosh. Okay. You're in. You're fully in. Yeah, I think it is. Hello? Can you guys hear? Hello? We got Susie in the house. So, yeah, if you have questions, you can ask either one of us now.
I can't promise I can talk about anything that you've been talking about for the last 45 minutes, but I will attempt.
Hey, she's a gamer. She's just not as big into wasn't as big into hardware stuff, but she's doing more and more Steam Deck stuff, so she's really excited. So yeah. Let's.
Hello, Jack. Hello, Wolf.
Yes, you're on. There. Sorry, hold up. They got this stuff over here. We don't need to have. Sorry, we'll have the chat over here.
I don't have my glasses. I can't read it.
So you can see the chat right here. Then we got over here. So, are you gonna play Overwatch 2 on the Steam Deck?
It'd be interesting.
Oh yeah, you like?
Yeah, I like Overwatch.
Yeah. What do you main on Overwatch? It's been a while.
It's been so long. I think my main person was Farah, in OG. So
well, she's in the.
Yeah.
Overwatch 2 is the same thing.
So many more characters since
That's
I even
true.
touched this
That's true.
game.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
Like, it's been a while.
That is true.
Hello, Susie. How are you? I am good. Vampire Survivors. I'm not playing Vampire Survivors at the moment.
She has other things.
What have you been playing most on Steam Deck? So I got Hollow Knight during Steam sale, and I've been playing that. I am terrible at it, but I love it. It is, honestly, it's like the perfect blend of like a Studio Ghibli film and, what's his face? Dark, Edward Scissorhand director, Nightmare Before Christmas. What is his name?
I don't know. My brain doesn't know. I know exactly.
Somebody will tell me. It will come to me at 3:00 in the night.
I know
exactly.
I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
They're gonna say they're gonna get it right away. Just watch. It's yeah. Wow. Tim Burton.
Tim Burton. There we go.
There
yes,
you go.
it's like Studio Ghibli, and Tim Burton had a baby, and it's called Hollow Knight.
It's
There
pretty
we go.
and
I mean, at
Bugs.
least the aesthetic. Yes, Tim
Bugs.
Burton. Thank you, Necrosphere.
So next year, my wife said Mrs. James has to have a beard. All of James's has beard. Joking, of course.
Well, you know, if this fails, I can go into the circus.
There you go. I don't think they do bearded women anymore. There's too many of them. So sorry, you're a commodity now.
Oh, I missed my chance. It's not.
Can you hear?
1800s
Can you hear
anymore.
it? Both of us, okay? Because this is like I have a second mic now to now have guests over and stuff. So we've tried it in the past and it hasn't worked very well.
No, it was. Hello.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, fair. Yeah, Junkrat is my go-to with Overwatch. By the way, I guess to like answer that.
Was he around in the original? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah,
Okay.
He's the one that lobs grenades and is
Oh,
annoying as
yeah,
F.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
is he like the piggy dude or
No.
no? Okay.
No, that's the other dude that looks kind of like the piggy dude. He's not piggy dude, but yes.
Clearly, I have played this game so recently. And
Yeah. No, we've been playing. Actually, we've been playing it's not that new anymore, but the Borderlands game. Tiny Tina's.
oh, Tiny Tina, yeah.
Yeah, we've been playing that one. Trying to get through that. We really like doing
We
co-op.
have we have kept up the tradition of playing any Borderlands game and taking 1.5 to 2 years to completing it. It's tradition at this point.
Well-
we really can't break it.
Kids and getting babysitters right now is really difficult. Wolf refused to move to Utah. No, I'm just. Yeah,
Slightly louder.
I make Susie slightly louder. Okay, I'm also talking. I think. Well, maybe I'm not talking into it more. Deck Cyborg. Oh, nice. I've been playing Warhammer 40. How is 40,000 bolt gun, 40K bolt gun? I've been really curious. Super good game. Okay, well, you already said it in the same thing. Yeah, no, I'm really curious to try that out. Derek, will NFLX and Tesla report a good earnings? Tesla has a chance. I love this Ask Me. I know I didn't ask me anything. I've invested with Tesla before. It's so volatile. I'd probably wait for it to drop because I think it will drop as there's going to be a lot of bad. I think if Twitter fails, potentially it can. and I'm sorry if I'm going deep into this, but you asked. Tesla stock is going to drop too. In fact, there might even be some ties into that. So I would probably bet Tesla to either, and it's a bet right now. You're in a betting position with Tesla because the new Cybertruck is coming out. It looks much worse than originally, and I have a reservation and I might cancel it because it does look worse.
How long ago did you make that reservation? That's been a
Like
long time.
it's like 2-3 years behind on there. It's like 3 or 4 years I made the reservation, and so
No, it's got to be more. You made that reservation when we lived in St. George, didn't you?
you're doxing us. No, it's fine. You say that. So yeah, a long time ago, and it doesn't look very good. It doesn't have much clearance. I'm very disappointed. I like the way the Cybertruck looks. It just for some reason looks worse, and I think it's because it's closer to the ground, which is good for things, but like for better mileage. But I want clearance if I have a truck. So at the end of the day, I will end this. I believe that is NFLX. Is that Netflix? Is that Netflix? I can't remember.
That's what I read it as.
It's probably Netflix. Tag. Netflix is going to be at a steady potential decline. Potentially, I don't know. I think people are coming back to it, but yeah, Tesla for sure is. If I personally had it right now, I'd be checking to see what its daily movement is and probably sell it and buy it because I bet it will go back up sometime next year. That's my bet. Once the Twitter stuff potentially blows over. Wolf's behind on live. Hey, I'm behind on chat. Thanks, Cascoder, for letting us know. I've adjusted. I have the Rodecaster Pro, and I love it. Deck Cyborg. I'm an oddball when it comes to Borderlands. I only like the first game. What? You're truly an oddball.
I mean, to be fair, that's the only Borderlands I haven't played. So
yeah, it's partially because it don't get me wrong. It is good. I love like the intro for that game is awesome for Borderlands 1. It just wasn't a complete game. It just didn't feel fun through the whole thing. I felt like it was a little too repetitive stuff like that. Borderlands 2 just felt fresh throughout the whole thing, through its humor and everything else. I loved Borderlands 2. It's definitely a different take on that, but you do you, man. You do you. I like all the Borderlands. I think they're really fun. Wolf, let's see. Wolf, I told you I would babysit, but I'm not moving to Utah. What? We have Jell-O here. That I'd never eat.
But no, it's sadly a thing in Utah, like that we're kind of famous for is Jell-O.
Yeah.
And particularly like lime Jell-O with like carrots in it or something like that.
I don't even like. The worst part is I think a lot of people don't even cook the carrots, so they're like really crunchy. You're supposed to make them soft.
To be fair, I feel like that was more like our grandparents' generation.
It was Jell-O
like,
molds and stuff like that. You'd almost never see that. We're getting way into. We'll have to do a Utah lore on the Brink channel or something like that, but that's not here. That Cat Smith for you. I often just play Team Fortress 2 casually. I play Team Fortress 2 during Halloween season. I love
that game. Okay.
I love anything Halloween flavored / themed / whatever it is. If you don't know me, I am a huge horror fan / anything creepy crawly. I don't know. I must have had a good childhood with it. But Team Fortress 2 has a good Halloween map set up and all that, and I like playing it during Halloween season.
Yeah, you've played that pretty consistently every year. If I would let him, he would start decorating for Halloween in August.
I do have some shame, but not enough. No, honestly, sometimes we'll start decorating in August in the house. But so maybe we'll have the backdrop will get decorated a little bit more in the future. Who knows? Okay, Necrosphere Bolt Gun is awesome. It's like Doom meets Warhammer 40. Don't tell me that, Necrosphere. I was looking at it during the Steam sale too, and I almost bought it, and I didn't, and I really regret it now. Well, it looks like there's something that's going to be added to my... I'm sorry, I'm probably blasting everything, but that's going to be added to my list now. So, thanks for that. Cascoder, did you see the rumor that Bob Iger might be positioning to sell Disney? I did see that, and I don't know why they brought him back to be CEO. I'm really surprised because this sounds. How do you be the owner of, or like the not the owner, but the CEO of Disney and be like, yeah, we're gonna sell Disney? Like who's in a position to buy Disney? There's only a few companies that are big enough to buy Disney. Now, what is most likely going to happen is he's going to jettison or is doing some plays to like threaten to sell parts of Disney off or stuff like that. And it's probably for like antitrust or stuff like that. I know. It's if the cam goes out one more time, we'll give it a second and use the other camera. Yeah, it's going to go off. Okay. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. I got this. I got this. We look so much worse on it, though. Ooh. Give me 1 second. I know. It's not a great camera. Oh, my gosh. Come on. Sorry. There we go. Going to punish. There we go. And there we go. And we're here. Okay. Yeah, we're super washed out. And it doesn't really like staying in one spot.
I can scooch.
Okay. No, this is good. Okay. So let's get back to this.
Disney.
I
Overlords.
think I've said my say. I can read through this. You can say some more if you want.
I don't know. I'm just thinking of Putin. When Putin like left being president and then they elected the other dude, and then Putin's like, nah, I don't like the job you're doing, so I'm just gonna come back and take over.
Well, I mean,
it's not quite like that, but that's what I think of.
The other guy, Medvedev, that was Putin thing was, I lived in Russia at that time when that happened. Yeah, he was being controlled by Putin. I think Putin just did it to make it look like there's democracy there. But we don't need to get into any more politics on that. Raichi, and that's like I need to do more story times. I'll be doing story times and do that on the Brink channel. Oh, jeez, I got lost.
You weren't too bad. We were past time.
I also want to do a video on this too. Gondorian Slayer. Europe made a law for removable batteries for all devices. Yes. So by 2027, all devices that are portable have to have removable batteries. It's an e-waste kind of thing. It could also be they're trying to make, I mean, I actually like the European Union. I actually think they actually care about both their citizens and bunch of other things. I also think, there's probably a little bit of corruption there, but I do like that they're forcing the USB-C thing, and I do like that they're doing like the battery thing. I know some people don't like that. They think it can stifle innovation potentially. I don't like having all the different, I like USB-C. So let's do USB-C. iPhone can suck it and finally get on board with not a garbage Lightning. I feel like they just do Lightning right now because they hate their customers. Spicy stuff's coming out of my mouth tonight. Sorry. But I think this is good. And I think it's going to give plenty of time for Steam Deck 2 to potentially have a removable battery. That being said, the battery is removable in the Steam Deck technically. So I don't know. Maybe it already counts as removable, meaning you just have to take the back out, unplug it, and it pops off. It's not like really hard set into there or almost like directly soldered to the board. It's a removable and replaceable. I just curious what they're going to define that as. You're more than welcome to talk to if you have anything you want to say.
I don't really have much to say other than
nah.
It's probably a good idea because I know like Macs and stuff like that have been a pain in the ass about it, trying to replace anything on them.
Yeah. No, it's it would reduce a lot of e-waste, and it's like with the tractor kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The only reason farmers can't repair their tractors, like for the most part, is because John Deere has exclusive rights to say, hey, you rent our equipment, you don't own it, which is bullshit. And if Apple had their way, they'd be the exact same thing. They've tried doing that. And thankfully, I think, isn't California that kind of told them they couldn't do that? I believe it was, where it's like, no, if you buy it, they can repair their own device, and you can't, sue them for it. They make money. That's the whole point with these companies trying to do this type of stuff. So, and then King Upright still has to he can't leave his 15-year-old son alone. I'm hoping once my kid's 15, when our kids are 15, that we'll be able to leave them a little bit. It's leaving them with donuts, enough donuts to last for like an hour or two. Then you're good.
Instead of throwing Cheerios on the floor, we'll throw donuts on the floor.
Yeah, guys, I put Cheerios all over the floor. The 1-year-old's going to be able to feed himself. What was that from? Was that actually someone?
Was that Life in Pieces?
No. That was actually someone did that, and it was a story.
Oh, you're right.
It was a story where someone's like would leave their kid by themselves and like baby essentially, and put Cheerios down on the floor to feed him. Especially since I have to give both my girlfriend and him attention whilst juggling work. Yep, King Upright. I totally get you on that. Oh, man. Necrosphere likes the idea. I hate non-removable batteries. Agreed. It does make devices a little bulkier, but honestly, I think I'd rather have a little bit of extra bulk and be able to replace my battery. And if you make the battery easy enough, then you can buy an extra battery and replace them. So if you're on a trip, you can just do that. But then again, we have battery packs, so maybe we just have a battery pack. Dex Cyborg. Brick is the only character I've enjoyed in the Borderlands series. I've not liked another character. Weird but true. Wow. Brick is fun. Brick is really fun, but wow.
Is he in any of the other ones? Or is he just
he's the big, bulky guy.
Oh, okay. I've never...
You've interacted with him.
I
he's
think
just
so, yeah.
Not much. Like he is in the at least Borderlands 2. I think he's in all of them.
Okay, yeah.
Potentially. Gondorian. Oh my goodness.
It jumped.
Let's catch back up. Yes, Cass Smith for you also enjoys the Team Fortress 2 maps. Awesome. True Blue Magic Dude, welcome. If I haven't said that, welcome. Apple Iger is also in bed with Apple. Yeah, true. Cascador, I hope Sony buys Disney and Microsoft shows up for the FTC hearing. I mean, does Sony even have the money to buy Disney? That would be so bizarre. I'm sure Disney's so massive. They're so massive. They own Fox. I think the only thing they don't own is Fox News, obviously, but like they own every other aspect of Fox Entertainment. Like Disney's massive. Like whatever.
What else do they own? Oh, they own National Geographic.
They own the sports channel.
ESPN.
Yep.
They have Hulu.
Yeah, I'm in their pocket.
I don't know if our son would survive if we didn't have Bluey. So
true. Bluey's not even Disney. They just rent the rights.
Yes.
Or they have the rights to it. True. Bluey's a good. If you have kids and stuff like that, or going to have kids in the future, Bluey is a lifesaver for kids. Just destroyed it. Talking about like the camera. Okay, don't move the camera over to you, Brink. I'd rather see Susie's gorgeous face. Well, it is on her, and she's whited out.
Showing me with what I'd look like without my base.
Oh, I get it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, bull. Gondorian, I'm down for batteries removal. Game Boys were good. Oh my gosh, my battery's died. Cascoder, what is stopping Apple from charging $2,000 for a new battery that is software locked to only work with Apple-made batteries? I hope they address that in regulation on swappable batteries. I think it's a great first step to just do it. Apple will probably do something like that, but Android potentially won't. Like A lot of other devices won't do that. Apple is going to be a big exception. I think there'll be probably another couple of companies that will do that. I think it's good to note that, and I think they should take that into account. But yeah,
I don't know. I think my biggest gripe with Apple has just always been like they're just so like they make themselves so insulated. You can only buy their products, their stuff only works with their stuff. Like it drives me bonkers. I'm just like, you would actually foster like more customers by being more available, I feel like. But then again, I don't know, maybe
then again, what, they're like a $2 or $3 trillion company.
What do I know? Like they're so big, but I just, still like I remember back when I couldn't get like iTunes on my Windows laptop, and I was so pissed.
You know what? 100%. I could totally see Apple buying Disney.
Yeah.
In fact, if my money is anything, it'd be on Disney, on Apple buying Disney. 100%. They have Apple TV. They want to get into media more. They're one of the only companies that could. I think even Sony would struggle to do it, even though Sony's massive too. Don't get me wrong, but like Apple's. But I don't know. We'll see. I'd
laugh if they ended up in a monopoly like lawsuit after Microsoft did in the 90s.
I think companies do. They structure their companies better now, so that's why you don't see as many monopoly. Even though like pretty much everything's a monopoly nowadays. Necrosphere. Sony borked themselves for declining the original deal for keeping Crash, Spyro. I believe you. Yeah. Tony Hawk plus Call of Duty for 10 years, declined it and lost the deal, and not only get 10 years for only Call of Duty. Yeah, honestly though, Call of Duty is bigger than all three of those other ones combined. It's massive. So if they would have lost that, it would have really hurt PlayStation. But yeah, 10 years for Call of Duty fanboys, rage, shouting at everyone or each other, I guess. Oh, geez. Okay, Gatsmith for you. Have a good one. True Blue Magic Dude. Okay. Maybe we missed out on on the Disney thing. But yeah, Disney is a small fraction of Apple, so that's why Apple, 100%. Give my deck some love, handles with the removable battery. Hey, nothing wrong with that. It's quite sad the judge who decided tech law were born before the first written command line. Raichi. Yeah. Honestly, tech law and a lot of stuff is garbage.
A lot of law is garbage because it's written by people who don't currently deal with current situations.
We need term limits on every aspect of government, no matter what government. If it's U.S., European, whatever, term limits would help flush out a lot of... Because people need to retire. Once you get to a certain age, and they're so rich, people that are, let's say, Congress or whatever, they're rich enough.
It's also hard because, like, you want, like, people who are top in their field, and it takes a while to reach those, like the top echelons of any field. And so by the time you get there, you're kind of old. And if you don't stay current with, like, current events, current things, then you end up writing stuff that doesn't maximize how well your law will benefit people.
Yep. 100%. Cascade Nintendo signed the deal and will continue to get all Activision games for 10 years. Yep, not surprised there, which is good. I'm glad to hear at least Nintendo's going to get it. And I think, honestly, I don't know. I think either Microsoft wants to make it to where they'll have exclusives in 10 years so they know that they'll have long-term longevity, or they just know that having those rights and having it be open to multiple platforms is going to make them more money. And I think it's that. I think they want to make more money and potentially have the concept of having exclusives, more exclusives, even though they already have tons now. Seth, I would like to see a company make third-party drop-in replacement computers for tractors and have the software that runs on them be open source. Yeah, tractors are tractors have very complicated, like these days, systems, and so it would be nice to see the ability to upgrade to that. And honestly, they probably could, but there's no money in that. Yeah. Well, there kind of is. There's money, but yeah, I would like to see John Deere get kind of lose some more of their battles. Are you still playing
Vampire Survivor a lot. Got really into roguelike games. Not at the moment. I'm kind of hyper focused on Hollow Knight right now. But the thing I really liked about Vampire Survivor, and I probably will go back to it, from time to time, is that it's very easy to just pick up and put down. It would be great if each, campaign or whatever they're called, didn't take a half an hour to complete, but it's still like if you want to just pick up a game and play, there you go. Like it's that simple.
That's what makes the Steam Deck so great. She's beaten so many games. She's beaten probably like 3 times as many games as I have.
mean, to be fair, like in the time we've been married, like I'm just having to make up for lost time.
True. The Steam Deck has really been. That's what they should market it as. Like, that's not meant to be like. It's like. I don't. Emphasis.
Being a sexist pig.
I'm not trying to be a sexist pig.
Canceled. You're canceled.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Well, obviously. It's like they should market it like the perfect housewife device. Besides something else I'm not going to talk about.
Package it with a bottle of Chardonnay. And
there you go. Like it's honestly, it's easy. It's pick up, put down. It's so easy. I mean, I cook a lot in the house. I do stuff. Hanging out with the kids in between it. The Steam Deck's been a lifesaver for me for doing like picking up a game and putting it down because the suspend and resume. It's probably the feature I use the most.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Because if I'm on my main PC, I'm going to be sitting down for hours playing it and try to get through it as quick as possible because I know, Yeah. Raichi, Cascoder, Xbox will make so much money in Japan if they make more Spyro Crash for the Switch. Do you think is Spyro and Crash like really big in Japan? It definitely seems like
totally see them being popular there.
Yeah, I could too.
Like yeah, kind of their thing.
Cascoder, Japan hates Spyro. Why does Japan hate Spyro? How can anyone hate Spyro? I do agree with Wolf. How is it? Cascoder's an expert in this area, by the way. Honestly, he is. Like, yeah, Cascoder's built his channel a lot on this, I believe. Cascoder, they didn't even bother to localize Reignited Trilogy into Japanese. They just dropped it in English. Wow. Apple won't do that, I don't think. They'll have to make the people in China hand build even more parts. Oh, gosh. King Upright, I think they don't have as many people. Or it's a little bit better. Could be. I also think that China's even outsourcing, and we're outsourcing to other. That whole thing is a little sad. We need to improve that type our manufacturing. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Jumped at the bottom. I don't know. King Upright. Microsoft owns 1/3 of Apple. That is right, they do. Is it 1/3 exactly though? So fun story. Back in the 90s, Apple almost failed, and guess who saved them?
Microsoft.
Yep, Bill Gates.
Yeah.
It's an interesting story. There's a lot of different aspects to it, but it's a very interesting story. Gondorian, the only downside with Apple buying Disney is all the debt they are in. Well, that debt does travel. Debt is different. Every company and everywhere has like some types of debts. And so if they're assets into, let's say, land, they have tons of land, lots of land in certain areas that are becoming a little bit more hostile to them that they could jettison. So, yeah. Raichi, wouldn't be more easier to have a standard battery size like NVMe? The battery of a Nokia phone are still being used in many Chinese devices. Agreed, Raichi, but the problem is designing a device around that and having innovation. That could stifle innovation. I do like the idea of standardizing a battery size, but I think until we can get batteries doing more like 20 hours, like let's say in a Steam Deck, and standardizing something like that into like a nice brick. A lot, like you'll see laptops and a lot of devices, they'll have slightly different batteries to just fit the mold so that they can fit as much into the internals. Maybe there'll be a day when that will change. We'll see. Cascoder, because Sony Japan thought kids would get motion sickness playing Spyro and demanded they change the camera system to be zoomed out, made Spyro charge slower, and absolutely ruined 1 and 2. Wow.
Weird.
Japan does get a little too involved. Or was that just Sony Japan? Like, that wasn't their government, right? I know the government can get a little involved in some stuff that they don't need to, too, there.
Yeah.
Spyro 3 was never released in Japan. Interesting. This is all stuff I did not know about. I played, I think, all 3 Spyros growing up, or, like, when I was younger. Really liked them. I think Spyro was awesome. Now, our son plays Spyro. And Susie does. Next Sphere, I was so close to getting the Spyro Reignited trilogy on Steam, but I'm going to wait until it's under 10. Reignited was $9.99, so it was under 10. You missed it, Necrosphere. I'm sorry. That was that story, and that's 3 guaranteed bangers. Yes, it is, Cascoder. Let's see. Switch 2 may natively run new Call of Duty. Yes, if it ever comes out. If it ever comes out. I think there's some rumors that they're going to announce it soon. Potentially.
Yeah, they've really taken their time. Like, and I get it. Like, they almost kind of don't. Well, I mean, they do need to, but like they've been able to run so long on the Switch. Like, I kind of get it, but it's still kind of weird that they haven't released it.
Deck side, we're glad to hear that Bolt Gun runs even better now. But yeah, no, it's Switch 2. I've said this since almost day one of this channel. Like, I think they're making a huge mistake. I think they're going to do, I think Steam or the Switch 2 will sell great. I just think that they could sell more, meaning like do a Switch 2 sooner, they'd sell more units. Yes, the Switch is still selling units, but it's declining every year. So, yeah, from my understanding, it's still doing great, but it's past the cash cow point, and it's almost to the point where you want to switch over to the Switch 2.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't like, when it comes to that type of thing, I don't like cash cow mentalities when it comes to games anyways. Cash cow is just essentially you have like the ramp up of like people buying, and then you hit a plateau of like people buying continually, and you don't want to make a lot of changes or maybe do deprecate it or stop producing it until it starts to decline, and then maybe you can make a second one or something like that. That's kind of how that works. Yeah. Brink or pet parent device wait, what? What's a pet parent device? Oh yeah, there you go. Spyro Ignited PC 2-player co-op mod. Player 2 controls Cinder. Interesting. There you go. You can play that with our oldest.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, Wolf, are you still about the Alaskan king bed? Is if you want to separate, get a Steam Deck to spice up your marriage. Yeah, honestly, it's just like, how's the weather over there? The Alaskan bed is massive. So
sadly, I think my dad would still sleep on about this amount of bed because my mom would need the rest of it.
Yeah, I'm not going to, no comments on that.
But yes, it is massive. It's ridiculous.
Ooh, see, this is what we need. We need to get a king-size bed like this.
Oh, there you go.
Do some bed shopping. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect. It's a therapy chair for you or me, and whoever's laying here has to give therapy lessons to the person laying here. I'll stick on this side. I can put my books and my stuff here.
Perfect. I'm the one that needs therapy more.
Okay. Are those speakers? Okay, guys. I'm so sorry. Like, this seems like such a comfy, awesome gamer Steam Deck chair. Like, this should be the Steam Deck bed. You can set here. And, oh, look at that. It sits up into a chair.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
We're buying one of these.
See, what would be nice is if it was like one of the IntelliBeds where like it actually like.
I bet you can fit an IntelliBed on it, so it does both. But here's the thing. I don't know. I don't have to be in one spot. I don't know. You don't get like rich person diseases where you just lay in bed all day. I don't know. Gout. I don't know if that's necessarily for laying in bed.
I think you get gout from like a really fatty, unhealthy diet.
Yeah, sure. I just want this. That's all I know. But yes, the Alaskan king bed is massive. Is this it? Is this it? That's it. Look at that thing. I swear, yeah, Alaskan King Comforter. That thing is massive. It's for the polygamist. We're in Utah. It's for the polygamist family. It's so you can fit those extra wives. Oh, having too much fun. Okay, Wolf, you've deviated us long enough. Back on track. Damn it. Paris, I agree. Welcome. Longtime supporter, first time on live. Well, Paris,
Hello,
Junior.
hello.
Yes, welcome. Thank you for chatting and whatnot. They need a Switch 2 yesterday. It should have came out with The Last Zelda. 100% agree.
That would have actually been a really good launch.
Yes, it would have. Switch 2 may come out with Metro Prime 4. Good chance. They will release it with a big time first party game. 100%. I know they're working on a bunch of them. Wolf, thank you for supporting Games Revealed. And Brink, yes, I agree with Wolf. Wolf is best. Oh, look, Deck Cyborg. I wonder if they fixed the cutscenes in that one game you guys were talking about, Warhammer. Oh, hey, Chad, welcome back. Yeah, no problem. Hey, baby's got to be taken care of. Oh yeah, Deck Cyborg. You're right. There was an article that I saw when that they were saying that refurbished Steam Decks might start being sold at GameStops. I bet you there's a ton of them too. I bet you there's so many because here's what I think Valve has been doing a lot of like fixes and a lot of like a lot of RMAs, and so there's a lot coming in, and they're gonna fix those. Why not sell them? And GameStop's a great place to do that.
To be honest, probably revitalize GameStop just a little bit, like.
You hear that, guys? Going to the moon, go buy some GameStop stock.
No.
It could do better. It might be.
I mean, I'm not saying it's going to suddenly, GameStop's going to be like, what it was like 15 years ago or whatever, but like, or 20, whatever, but like.
No comment. No comment. No comment. So Dex, okay, so yeah, we answered that. I honestly think that'd be an awesome thing for them, and I think it would help. I don't want GameStop to die. I know some people do. I don't. I used to work there. I don't know if that has any relevance per se, but I like that there's multiple options, and I like that I can still go to a shop that's dedicated to gaming, even though it's mostly like, what was that place that they acquired? It's pretty much just like
ThinkGeek?
Yeah, ThinkGeek. It's pretty much like a ThinkGeek store now.
Yeah.
But it's still fun. I like gaming stuff. The backdrop's not a ton of gaming stuff right now, but I like.
Because it's temporary. Like this is just temporary. That's why there's not a lot because we're not sure if we're staying in this room or not.
Work or you might see us on the street soon. Backdrop will be the street and cars going by. I'm just kidding. Unless you subscribe and like, we're gonna be. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. We've been looking at. Oh, sorry. Chad's been looking at outdoor furniture. Make sure it's Steam Deck compatible furniture.
Slightly jealous. I want to get.
Cascoder, how much? 3,000. Yeah, no, it was like 3,000. I've had my eye on something like that before. I really want it. That bed that we were talking about, not the Alaskan king size. What I don't think it was. I think it was just like king, whatever, multifunctional bed. Wolf 3,000. Wait, what? 3,000? What are you talking about? 3,000 Wolf. Tempur-Pedic Alaskan. Ooh, there you go, Paris. That is perfect. Gout is from the lack of calcium, LMIO. Yes, and calcium.
There we go.
Yeah, gout is not much of a thing these days. But gout has always been considered the rich person disease. Back in the days, it was the rich person. It was from a lack of movement / poor diet. And you're probably more correct, obviously, with the calcium thing, but that's just what I know.
So there's a great old British comedy called Keeping Up Appearances, where there's this Hyacinth Bucket, but she can't stand that her last name is Bucket, so it's Bouquet. She wants to be upper crust, even though she's middle class. And her husband gets a foot fungus, and she tells everyone he got gout from rich living.
Yes.
Because that's far better that he was living a rich, life than having a
They're near royalty. Yes. That's so funny.
Such a good show.
So Raichi says, anyway, Susie, this man here was explaining to me how to use a breastfeeding pillow to play with my baby Steam Deck. Yes, I was.
I heard that part of the stream.
She was watching it. Okay, can you go get the breastfeeding pillow and I'll show them.
Garage. I don't even need
I'll show them how to use it.
Just pull it up. It's a boppy.
Well, okay, we'll go the awkward route instead of showing you live what it is.
If you want to wait 30 minutes while I go
is
track
it bop?
it.
Wait, how does he spell it?
Yeah, probably the B-O, boppy pillow.
Yeah, it's this.
It's like that.
It's this thing. Nothing weird. It just allows you to have your baby there, baby Steam Deck, right there. Comfy. It needs maybe some.
I used to hold baby and hold my Switch. It was great.
It did actually used to do that, which is hilarious. And your Switch. I thought you said Steam Deck. Yeah, your Switch.
My Switch.
Yeah, and they need vents for it so it can cool off your hands and the Steam Deck some more. I want to see a modded boppy pillow.
Right? There you go. I'm sure somebody's made something somewhere.
Yes, that's a lot of bed for a bed, but I never want to leave that bed though. That bed made for Vikings. Yes, Necrosphere, it is made for Vikings. I agree with you. I'm glad we're on the same page here. Now I just need to talk someone else into it. Paris would have been a perfect launch title. The one we were talking about with the Switch, right? Mm-hmm. Paris going to be, Switch 1 was the launch title. I think they did have a Mario at launch, but they're also, I believe, Breath of the Wild was one of their launch titles, or was near one of their launch titles.
Yeah, it was.
There are a bunch of Marios coming out soon, so maybe the Switch 2 is coming soon.
Mario Odyssey, I think, might have been around that time too, like Switch 1. I could be wrong, but that seems about
right. Chad, oh my gosh, at the pricing they would be at GameStop, they're outrageous. Okay, to be fair, here's the thing. I know people, we love the cheapest thing possible, but if you want to be able to go to a store and look at things and you don't want to buy just things online, which I like being able to go to Best Buys and all that. I know they're a little bit more. I want the best bang for my buck, but I also like the concept of being able to walk in somewhere and browse and enjoy leaving my house. It costs more to run a brick and mortar. Now, there's ways they can modify it, optimize it and all that to maybe work better. And I think they're kind of doing that where they could do local shipments out. Like Best Buy, they'll have stuff on hand and they'll do local shipments out to people. And that way they don't have to have as much warehouse storage. Their locations are warehouses, essentially. I don't know. I don't want GameStop to die. I think it would be bad for us, even though I don't think it's. I don't know.
He's never mentioned it. He used to work there. It's near and dear to his heart.
The mornings were really boring at the mall I worked at, and in the sense, not boring, but like really slow. And I was able to watch movies on the PS Vita. I just pop out one of those. So the PSP. The PSP had the UMD discs, and I'd pop one of those in my PSP and watch a movie and tell people, because smartphones and all that stuff weren't as big. I don't even think smartphones were back then.
They didn't really have them then.
Dating myself a little bit. Yeah, Blockbuster's coming back, probably. It's probably going to be like Apple's going to buy it and resurrect it. Chad, GameStop's around here overpriced on everything. Yeah, but here's the thing. Used wise, if you want a convenient way to get a used game that's going to be guaranteed cheaper than the new, you're not going to beat it. So I don't know. Necrosphere, I'd rather give Valve my money directly and have a 1-year warranty. True. Well, GameStop's going to have a warranty also. And they're going to be a warranty where you can go play it, have issues, and then you can probably return it for something else if you and swap it. And it'll probably going to work. If GameStop's going to do... I wonder if they're working with Valve or they're just buying a bunch. Nah, they're probably working with Valve. So I bet you it's going to be like I bet it would be a pretty decent 1-year warranty. FYE, is that completely out now?
It might be. I haven't seen.
I think we had an FYE here, like 1 or 2, and I think they went out of business.
Yeah, they had one in the Provo Town Center.
You doxed us. No, they also had one up north too. Yeah. Blockbuster actually has a website in the works. Ooh. Blockbuster comes back and destroys Netflix. Maybe I should go see if they're hiring. I don't know. Raichi, the pawn shop dude from the side of the walk, have more passion towards games than many GameStop employees anyways. Dude, I find that most of those pawn shop people are freaking curmudgeons, and they cost more than GameStop half the time. That's what I feel like. You can find a lot of really cool collector stuff there, though. They're fun to go to, but passion-wise, I don't know. I had a lot of passion when I worked at GameStop a long time ago, but that is me. I know that I'm not everyone. And I think a lot of this is subjective depending on like where you live. So if you live somewhere that maybe just where your GameStop is, they're not as passionate. Chad, does me knowing what FYE is show my age? Yeah. But I mean, I think they were around until just recently.
Yeah, they only went out in like, I don't know, almost 5-ish.
Necros, that's a giant neck pillow. Well, I mean, kind of, but you have to have a pretty big neck to use that one.
The XXL neck pillow.
There you go. LoJack, Snuggie needs to make a blanket pillow a Steam Deck rest. Dude, there you go.
Perfect. Sounds like the perfect entrepreneurial endeavor there, LoJack.
There you go. Contact him. Ask for residuals.
Create a patent.
Chad, you're right about getting things in store. I'm just saying GameStop's around overprice everybody. Do they? Because I don't know.
Granted, I don't think we've stepped into a GameStop in a very long time, so...
If there's ever one where we're at, I go to it. No, they'll have sales. Like, if you go and do their, like, buy 2, get 1 free, like, used sale, which I swear they still do it. Those are good deals. You're not going to get a better deal than anywhere else, except for maybe a pawn shop. I don't know, but I know this, maybe a lot of people are going to disagree, but I'd rather go to a GameStop than a pawn shop for my games. Maybe I'm just a sucker for that. But then again, I also buy most of my stuff on Steam, so. And I don't usually sell stuff. That's games related. I have lots of PS2 games. Paris, I'm pretty sure it was Mario Odyssey Breath of the Wild was like a year after Switch launched, even though it was supposed to be Wii U. It was technically a launch title by like what some people said. I think they did have to delay it. But yes, Mario Odyssey was a launch title. I know that for sure. Gondorian, I like GameStop stores. Walking into store is better than online. I don't like using GameStop's online system, but I'll walk in and do stuff. Yeah, you waited. Didn't you get the PS4 for me? Or you got some?
Yes, I did. I went to GameStop, and it was like, freaking like, everybody was like, oh, you're here? Why are you here? You know Bath & Body Works is next door, right? Like, I'm here for a reason. It was an interesting experience.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes, Wolf. Let's see. Wait. No. Go to site. Wow, why did they have it like that? Pro tip, breastfeeding pillow.
Hey, see? There you go.
How old is this? 7 months ago. I think I might have saw this. So yeah, I cheated and I stole someone's idea.
It's totally some dad who's got a baby around and is just like, I wonder.
That Steam Deck looks well fed. What game is he playing? What game is that? Wow, that is an intense photo. It is it's a 2D or it's like a side scroller, but I don't recognize it. I think no, it's people are gonna say it now, and I'm not gonna say it because like we're still so far behind on chat. It's a game though, obviously.
Good job.
I know what it is. It's Torchlight, I think. True Blue Magic Dude. I remember watching Final Fantasy 7 Advent Children in high school on UMD. Yep, I did that. True Blue Magic Dude. I watched that on there. In fact, I might even own that on there because it was like discounted heavily by the time before I left, and I got a discount on it. Cascoder GameStop didn't make a deal with Valve. They struck a deal with some stoner FedEx worker. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the one that kept on stealing everyone's Steam Deck. Probably. That's a pretty good Cascoder. Necrosphere, I miss my PSP and UMD collection. The UMD collection was kind of useless, technically. But yes, I had stuff too. I had a friend that had even more. I still have my PSP downstairs, and I have a new battery, and I have some stuff I've been meaning to do on it. Everyone's missing their PSP. LoJack, Blockbuster, and Game Crazy making a comeback would be epic. Oh my gosh. They should do a joint thing, comeback, Blockbuster, Game Crazy, and Hollywood Video. Blockbuster all come together and destroy everyone else. Blast from the past. Paris, my GameStop doesn't have bad prices. Yeah, I would say it all depends. If you're looking for the best price possible, if you're pricing and you need that extra few dollars off, if it's a brand new game, it's all costs the same. The nice thing is that GameStop, it just has more to it. It's a more game friendly place, and I don't know. It's hard to say. This guy has a skin on. Why did he get a gray skin for his black Steam Deck?
It honestly kind of looks like it might be a light olive green, and it's just not transparent.
Oh, his camera's just not great. He must have an iPhone. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Yeah, like it looks like it's probably like some sort of khaki olive green.
Well, it's tacky.
It could be.
It's a tacky khaki. So, okay. Let's see here. Sorry. Raichi, pricing is a perception. We are just accustomed to buy cheaper after playing video games for 20 years. We learn to shop for deals. I agree. It all depends. Like, if it's a brand new game, I'm super excited for it. I want the studio to make as much money as possible. I'll buy it brand new. With the exception of on PC, we have like a lot of good deals through whether it be Fanatical or Green Man Gaming, where you can get like 10, sometimes like a little bit more dollars off, which is better deal than I will admit to that. I will do that, but if it's console only, and there's no real true deals or whatever, I don't go to GameStop. Let's be honest. I go to GameStop and get used games and look for stuff that I used to play, or maybe even buy accessories or quick stuff there. Like, I don't go there to buy brand new games almost at all. Yeah, I'm ordering them off Amazon or Best Buy. I still like the concept of it, though. I'm just a hypocrite. Cascoder Mario Odyssey was released 7 months after the Switch. It still counts. Everything that within the Switch first came out, anything that came out within the first year would be a launch title in my eyes. Just so that I'm right. That's how I'm going to frame it. Deck Cyborg, to go back to a previous topic, I wish they'd allow us to fully create our own custom character in Borderlands game. I'd come back to the franchise if they did that. Really? I'm actually not a fan of fully customized characters because I sat there too long and I feel like I wasted time on a character I'll never see.
They did that with Tiny Tina. But I mean, granted, like...
That's true. Tiny Tina's...
Wonderland,
yeah.
You have fully customizable characters.
Yep. Yeah, no, it's fully customizable. With the first 1, 2, and 3, it'd be really hard because the characters have personalities, and it's amazing. I don't know if you can replace Zane
for me in Borderlands 3.
Zane's her game character crush. Or a Zero.
I'm sorry, he's Irish and he talks about drinking.
and he's
and hitting
old.
broadsides of barns. Like, what more
Sure.
can
No,
you
he's
love
he
about
is
that?
he's a wonderful man. And yes. I'm not gonna go. I'll save that joke for another day. Deck Cyborg, to go back to yeah. No, I get you. I wish there was a fourth, like so you have the four. Wait, no, how many characters are there? Like typically, what, 6, 7, 8, something like that, characters to choose from.
Something like that.
I don't think it's just 4, unless it's just 4. It could be just
No,
it's 4, and then it's 4, and
yeah.
then there's usually an expansion. Like with
Yeah.
Borderlands 2, there's an expansion that adds 2 more: the Psycho and the what's her face with the robot chick, which is overpowered beyond belief. I love her, and yeah, I think if they just added a 5th option when the game initially comes out, I think it would be definitely worth it. But the characters tie so much into the game's story that it's hard. And they'll include, like, Borderlands 3, you'll get to interact with Borderlands 2 and 1 characters, and so it's fun. I actually really like that they add that and add it to the lore. Raichi, cute baby deck. I like how... okay, Cascoder, when did Breath of the Wild come out? Gonna use you like an AI system, man.
He's officially
launch of the Switch, March 2017. So it did. Okay. There was something that didn't come right away, though. Necrosphere, Lojack, I worked for Game Crazy. You would, Necrosphere. The enemy. Never Game Crazy was pretty cool. Paris, never had a PSP, but I miss my DS and 3DS XL. Yes, 3DSs are... Honestly, Nintendo did an awesome work with all those. I had DSs, 3DSs, et cetera, et cetera. I still was a bigger Sony fan. So I still played more games on that.
I liked my 3DS. It was pretty good.
Necro, I miss going to rent a movie, then going into Game Crazy afterwards. Yes. Game Crazy was owned by Hollywood Video. I don't know. I'd go into Hollywood Video, rent a movie, and then... Oh, yeah. So Lojack would go rent a movie, then go to Game Crazy. I'd do like one or the other. And me and my friends would usually jump between Target, Walmart, Game Crazy, and GameStop in our town, St. George at the time. Only that's what there was. To find deals, like Target would like discount games like really cheap if they'd been sitting on the shelf a little too long. And to just hang out, honestly. We'd skateboard, we'd go do tricks, do stuff, and when we got tired or hot, because St. George gets really hot, we'd just go into stores and browse games. So yeah, tons of memories with my friends. I don't think Beef's watching right now, but that's his nickname. A good buddy of mine, Beef. Yes, Lojack. The countless times I went to midnight releases at Game Crazy. GameStop too. That's another thing I miss. I do think the generation now, sounding super old, does miss out on that a little bit. We have our like releases and stuff we can do online and all that, which is fun. But like, I don't know, standing in line and doing all that was really fun too. True. Let's see. Paris. Borderlands 4 is going to be a banger. I think so too. I really like Borderlands 3 personally. I know that like the twins were the most annoying part about it, but everything else was fun. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it was better than 2 though in any way. It was a better game technically than 2, but 2 was just better.
Problem with 3 is that they had too much. Like they really went hard on like, hey, you get a weapon and it's garbage, and that drove me crazy. But yeah,
yeah,
it was good though.
Necrosphere has hundreds of games saved on his DS Lite. Arg. He's a pirate now. Necrosphere the pirate. Yeah. No, I own a lot of games. Like I've said, like when I do ROMs and all that stuff, I own the game. My Steam Deck has a lot of games. Technically, I need to finish doing all that, but yeah. Lojack, Susan here likes drunk Irish men. Yes, she does.
100%.
So just Irish Paris. Wow.
I mean, there's truth.
I'm a great part Irish, and I take offense to that. I've never lived in Ireland or been to Ireland, but yes, I take offense.
We're the people that drive Irish people nuts when they're like, "You're not Irish. Your ancestors moved to America when in like the 1800s."
I think that's gatekeeping. They can. It's like True Blue Action Dude. Do you think the Red Dead Redemption remaster rumor is real? Yes, probably.
So many coming out. I would be surprised if they didn't.
If they remaster Red Dead Redemption 1, they need to remaster the DLC for the Halloween. The Halloween DLC was really fun. I really enjoyed it. So here's the hope on that. I have not beat Red Dead Redemption 2, so and the sad part is I'd probably beat Red Dead Redemption. Let's say if Red Dead Redemption Remaster came out right now, I'd beat that over Red Dead Redemption 2 because I really like... I have a hard time with prequels. And Red Dead Redemption 2 is a prequel, and you know me, I complain about it all the time. I'll play and beat games sometimes, but like part of me is like, I'm going back in time. I want to go forward. I want to be progressive and progress in this story. Raichi, remember, everyone always feed your baby Deck in the morning and the afternoon before bed. Always keep your baby Deck well fed with love. True. AKA power. Just make sure to power. I mean, it goes through a lot of power, so it's very hungry little Deck. Mario Kart. Casco to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was released a month after the Switch's launch. Okay. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yep. That tracks.
Making...
I think I bought you a Switch the same year that it came out.
Yeah.
It wasn't right away, was it, though? I don't remember.
It was pretty...
It was hard to get them right away. They were out. Were sold out for so long. But yeah, we had it for both of us. But you would play it mainly, and I wanted to play some games. I wanted to benefit, but wanted to gift it to you. Necrosphere, I think the rumors might be true about the Red Dead Redemption Remastered. Would be awesome. My wife likes the hunting aspect. It's a fun game. I really like the original. I like 2 also. I don't know what it is. I just haven't been able to get through it. Maybe I'll have to stream it one of these days and actually get through it. So, yeah. I would be surprised if, wow, it's 10 o'clock. I don't know if I'll be streaming on Twitch today. Better Scott Pudding. I thought Breath of the Wild came out before the Switch. No, it didn't. It came out on Wii U, though. It came out on Wii U and Switch when it came out. So you might be thinking that. Paris, Cascoder GPT. Oh my gosh. I've talked to Cascoder face to face, so I know he's not an AI, or else he could totally make me think Cascoder's an AI. Oh yeah, the modded version of the Wii U on the Steam Deck is a better version, from my understanding, than the Switch version. It plays better. Yes, Raichi, there is a like button. If you've not liked this stream yet, please do so. Good call, Raichi. Wait, we never got any zombie Red Dead Redemption 2 DLC. I know. You know me, guys. I'm a zombie fan. We did not get it. I'm not happy about that. Let's see. Yes, and also thank you, Paris, for pointing out that we need to like. Everyone needs to like. Gondorian Slayer prequels, a hit or miss. This Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh, Red Dead Redemption 2 is amazing. I've only played a few hours of it, but it's awesome. And I know people love it. Prequels, man. I just don't know what it is, going back in time. LoJack, so Susanator, is James his hottest when he is all white girl wasted on wine? Stop playing with
Sorry, it did me too.
She's playing with the armrest.
Sorry, my toe bumped it. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, you can answer that and I'll continue looking.
To be fair, I don't know if I've ever seen you white girl wasted. So I don't know. That is a question to be answered at a later date, should it ever happen.
I don't get drunk or wasted, so
you get like tipsy.
I can get pretty tipsy, but I will stop. I don't like I don't like the concept of of not having all my faculties, in the sense of like I want to be aware of things. I don't like the idea of losing that awareness at all. It's like
that's coming from people who never touched alcohol until they were late 20s and early 30s.
True. Yes. So, yeah. No, even when I was younger, I probably would have not gone too crazy with it. I really don't like the concept. True Blue Magic Dude, same with me. I couldn't get into Red Dead Redemption 2 because it's a prequel. Wow. We're samesies, True Blue Magic Dude. That's awesome. Paris, RDR2 is the best game maybe ever. And see, I won't fight people on that. I'm 100% believe it. Dorian Riddick, I just got my new Steam Deck. What should I do? You should download what's that Valve game? The one Susie's the one that she beat the first game on my Steam Deck. Technically her Steam Deck now. It is it's the Portal one. What is it? Aperture Desk Job.
Oh.
That's probably and it's free. Download that. You get kind of used to the controls.
It's really fast too. Like
it's like an hour.
Yeah.
It's really fun. It's fast. It's easy. It's funny. I love it. That's the first thing you should probably do. After that, you can either go the route of setting up your deck fully, like getting the Decky plugin stuff, getting the Deck Reveal project, which is splintered into like 3 projects right now that will be fixed in the near future. It's a freaking joke. That's me, by the way. And then, yeah. Whoever built that as a joke. And then getting other stuff set up, you could go that route, or just honestly, what's the first thing on your list of games that you want to play that's your backlog? And Steam Deck is a great backlog killer, so go for that. SD card. If you don't have an SD card, I do recommend, no matter what version you have, like even the 512 is not even near close enough storage for the deck, get an SD card. I have them in the description. I don't know if I have them in the description of this, but I have a bunch of videos on it. That's what I'd recommend. Necrosphere, I'm not going to lie. I own a lot of PC games thanks to Steam sales and Fanatical and Humble Plus free Epic Games now but in the past, if I didn't own it on disc, I'm downloading it from the net. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I get you, Necrosphere, on that. I understand. LoJack, the Red Dead Redemption Zombie DLC was so much fun. Oh, I'm so glad you guys recognize it. Oh, I'm so glad you guys did. I loved it. I want more of it. And you might have watched me play it way back then, but it was a long time ago.
So I watched you play a good amount of like Black Flag.
Yeah, but that's Assassin's Creed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I read ahead of you. Never, right?
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
Assassin's Creed.
But I wouldn't. I'm talking about Red Dead Redemption 2 now. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I read like my brain.
Gondorian Assassin's Creeds there's too many of them. I've lost track. I feel like that's a series that I'm like, I'm waiting to play that series when they complete it in 20 years, and in like whatever amount of years I'm going to be in an old person home. That's when I'm going to play that series when it's finished. Like, oh, nice, the 30 set game, like the 30 games that are in the Assassin's Creed has finally been remastered as one really long 20,000 hour set that you can just turn on and play, and I'll be in the old person home for like 10 years. I'll have plenty of time. So when you or everyone else puts me there,
there's a whole lot of history for them to capitalize on. So
ruin. No, it's fun. I like the augmenting of like history and kind of having some realism and nod in it. It's fun. Black Flag is by far the best Assassin's Creed. All the others are they're good.
Wasn't it Valhalla?
Yeah.
I heard was good.
Yeah, LoJack hates that one. No, I'm just kidding. No, LoJack likes it. Valhalla, I want to play too. There's a lot I want to play. It's just there's stories that connect all of them together, so you're missing out. I will say there's the new the one that's going to be in Japan in like a few years. That's probably what I'm going to play. Yeah, agreed. Gondorian Slayer has a banger photo. It's like, I think it's Lord Gaben. Gabe Newell from Valve.
Oh, yes.
Cast Coder. Oh my gosh, you're a disgrace. You haven't touched Desk Job yet. You need to do it. It's so good.
It has J.K. Simmons in it.
Yes, it does.
J.P. Simmons?
First, I was like J.K. Rowling. I thought you were going to say that.
I think it's
Like,
J.P. Simmons.
no.
I messed it up.
It's okay. And there's always a first for you to mess that up. Which it is. Have I ever played StarCraft Broad Wars? So, StarCraft Brood Wars is awesome. Awesome game. I actually have never got into StarCraft. So good. I do love StarCraft. Gondorian 20 years. Lol, that'd be a long time. Yeah. Yep. I'm trying to catch up with chat. Never going to complete the series like the Call of Duties. Just don't play the shitty ones. Here's the thing, though. Call of Duties, they're like, what? 7-8 hour games? They don't take long to play through. Assassin's Creeds are like 30 hours plus games. So AC Valhalla is pretty awesome. Haven't enjoyed one since I liked Assassin's Creed 3. I never beat it, though. And it's not really like... It's an interesting game. I wouldn't say it's the best game. It goes really weird into a lot of things. I liked it, but I got bored of it really quickly. I did not finish it. Gondorian, that definitely keeps you busy for sure. He will play Assassin's Creed directly on the Animus in 20 years. Oh my gosh, Raichi, you're 100% correct. Probably going to happen like that. Paris, StarCraft has been on my list forever. I own the third on disc, but have not even opened it. Wait, the third? Like StarCraft 2 on disc or what? So, yeah, StarCraft, I have all the discs of StarCraft. I have StarCraft 1 and I think 2 on disc. I believe 2 still had discs when it came out, so I'm pretty sure. I have the collector's edition. Not meaning to cut you out of the conversation. If you want.
No. I'm pretty sure I've seen the discs like when I've gone through like the hard copies of stuff.
Doran just subscribed, turned on all his notifications, and gave us a thumbs up. He is MVP of the day. If we had an MVP like wall thing, you'd be MVP today. Thank you for doing that, man.
We can do the old scouting thing of round of applause.
Oh my gosh. Scouting is dead now. But yes. Another hidden fact about my past that I will not reveal at this time that you guys are going to have to unlock through future viewing of me. I feel like I'm just going to be one big DLC for everyone. Do you want to unlock about my past? Because I have a pretty interesting, but not as interesting as some might think, past. That will be released in slow DLC. I'll have to, oh my gosh, I'll do an OnlyFans just from my past.
Oh my gosh.
So that I can at least monetize it. Everyone else is doing their like feet pic and it's just going to be like me. And then back in my day when I was 5 years old. Yes. Sorry, we're turning into comedian channel now. Comedic channel. AC Odyssey is better than Mario Odyssey, and yes, I meant collector's edition. Well, hold up. Mario Odyssey is awesome. But yeah, I do think I don't know. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is pretty good too. Once again, I've played a bunch of these games. I'm not that far into them. I play them a little bit just to see what they're like because I buy them because I'm me and I like buying stuff that's on sale. And I'll get to them someday. Honestly, I'd love to be able to beat the first and second one, and they need remasters. They do not hold up very well at all. LoJack, yep. And once again, AC games are super repetitive. It's hard to play locked in when you do the same shit over and over in a different city. Yes, 100%. The Steam Deck will help, though. So once I get through more and more, I'll probably go and play it like on Steam Deck 2 once it can play all of them really well. I will probably go back and play all of them on Steam Deck. In fact, it would be perfect for the Steam Deck for me. Paris is going to play StarCraft. Do it. Oh, it's so good. I love StarCraft so much. We'll have to I'll have to play some StarCraft on stream sometime. Gondorian, my past is much worse. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. That makes me feel depressed a little bit. I didn't have a depressing childhood, but when you say worse, I just had an interesting childhood, or just, I guess, an interesting life enough. Like, past few years have been more boring than anything. Low and Neck still want their calendars. Yes. Oh my gosh. DLC, locked behind DLC. Sorry, Low and Neck. You'll get the calendar one day.
Is it going to be like the calendar in IT Crowd?
Yes.
They do the nerds.
If you guys have not seen IT Crowd, you need to watch that. It's an amazing show. And yes, I'll do a nerds. We should do a games revealed, like top donor calendar. So whoever was like the top donors for the past year are going to be a part of it. So GG or good luck, Gio. So right, I don't know why AC has not remastered first three. I don't know either. They love their money. I'm really surprised they haven't remastered them because I would honestly replay them. Like Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, 100%. I would not replay. I never played them. I watched a friend play them, but I would play them and then potentially get into the whole series. I'm a sequential person. If I know there's an original to complete the game, I will wait for that, with the exception of Black Flag, which was just so good I couldn't. Necrosphere, for the OnlyFans, you have to release that James revealed calendar keep talking about. I don't even know. I don't even know how I would do that. It'd be a charity calendar. It'd have to be maybe someday. And it would be so awkward to do. So, right, it could just be me in different positions, fully clothed with the Steam Deck. There you go. Done. One the whatever. So, right.
I'm already thinking of poses. I don't know if that's a good thing.
That's not a good thing. There's other things to think about instead of me posing with a Steam Deck. Gondorian, bit overkill on the flags for the Assassin's Creed. Yeah, Gravity Rush is better than Hi-Fi Rush. What? Wow, Raichi's like slamming stuff out there. So Gravity Rush is good, but it was kind of, honestly, it was fun, but I never beat it. So I haven't beat either Gravity Rush and Hi-Fi Rush. I've played a bunch of them, and I feel like Hi-Fi Rush is much more, it's more loud and has more to it. But Gravity Rush was good. Low Jack, one day, empty promises. Not necessarily. It just has to line up properly. AC4 holds up, needs no remaster. You know it. Oh yeah, I don't think any of them necessarily need a remaster except for the first two, per se, because it just really is. They're really. I've tried going back and they're just really. Oh my gosh, do you want to say anything? They're just all geeking out about Assassin's Creed now.
Oh my gosh. I feel like, so, I don't know. Like, I feel like there was, like, the time of Halo through, like, 1 through 3. And then Assassin's Creed kind of took over, like, the Halo spot. Because I feel like for a while, like, they kind of, like, overlapped. But I definitely feel like it, like, morphed, if that makes sense, into, like, what I remember. Like, every guy I knew played Halo for a while. And then it was like, nope, every guy played Assassin's Creed after that.
Yeah. When the first Assassin's Creed came out, it was like everyone.
I mean, to be fair, like,
everyone
it's
I knew.
so freaking cool. Like, it's badass, like, hands down.
Agreed. And Paris needs an Ewan McGregor as Edward Kenway in a movie, TV show. I agree with that. I actually think that'd be a pretty decent matchup. Dorian Riddick, do you think I should download Windows on my Steam Deck so I could play Call of Duty and other Xbox games? I have an Xbox and I want those games on my Steam Deck. So it all depends. You can. I believe I have. Maybe I'll have to redo it, but there are there's software out there that you can get to stream games from your Xbox to your Steam Deck. So if you want to stream it, you can. As far as like Halos and a lot of Xbox games do work on the Steam Deck. I believe Call of Duties do work on there too, but you guys could correct me on that. It's not actually something I haven't. I probably should go back and try playing some of the Call of Duties on the Steam Deck. It'd be fun. Yeah. I don't recommend putting Windows on it in the beginning. I recommend enjoying your device, and then, and the reason I say this is because enjoy it for a little bit. Hopefully, there's dual booting that comes out, because dual booting, like easy dual booting, and there you go. If not, I don't know. Did I? I don't think. I think I was coming up with a walkthrough for it. I don't think I ever did for dual booting Windows and Steam OS. But I do have a stream you can go watch me do where I got really frustrated, but I finished it. It took a really long time. Ubisoft has an anime series for Edward Kenway. Yeah. Yep, they do.
That's cool.
Have you played Terminator Resistance? Not a perfect game, but I really liked it. I have not. And honestly, if I'm doing anything Terminator-wise, we're going to go back and watch all of them. Because I don't even know if Susie's watched Terminator as much.
I've seen the first Terminator on TV. It was the only way my mom would let me watch it.
I'm surprised she didn't even let you watch Harry Potter. I'm surprised she let you watch Terminator. It's because of ass. What's his face? That's a great. I'm sorry. Once again,
I'm trying very hard not to say things.
No, this is not the Brink. If this is the Brink Twitch channel, we could be going a little bit harder into things. And maybe I'll have Susie on it sometime, and we'll go hard into some stuff. We'll have to do it on Kick to make it legal. Not like that. It's not an Aiden Ross thing. LoJack, I think I'm going to replay Guardians, I'm assuming, of the Galaxy on the Steam Deck, since they have fixed everything. That is such a fun game. Do it. Such a good one. And
I need to finish that game.
It works great on the Steam Deck. You were kind of streaming it, kind of. So, by the way, if you're a member of Games Revealed, Susie is going to be releasing her part 2 of Dead Space. Her playthrough of Dead Space. She's almost done editing it. So she played it like 2 weeks ago and it's almost done editing it.
Yeah, I need to probably play part 3.
So yeah, if you subscribe, you'll be able to watch her scream her eyes out. You're like,
yeah,
wait,
there's a few points where I legit thought I was going to have a heart attack. It was like, I don't even know.
Yeah, but it's so much better than caffeine to get you woken up in the morning. Let's see. Halo 1 through 3 for OG Xbox was bangers. Oh, yeah. 100% agree.
That was like one of my very first Halo 3 was one of my very first experiences of playing like with a controller. And it was terrible. It didn't help that my friends had the controls inverted and didn't explain it to me. And so they just handed me a controller and like, okay, go play. And I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
Until I lopped off one of my friends' heads because we were doing verses, and they were like, "Wow, that was so cool. How'd you do that?" I don't know. And I handed the controller back. I was like, "I've
it's like me
done my one and done."
It's like me with fighter games. Just mash the controls. Okay, we got it. We need to end this very soon. Best promotional cinematic ever is Arkham Origins, though. Honestly, any of the Arkham games are amazing. I really like the Batman games. And they are, I don't know if they fully fixed the first one on the Steam Deck, but it's a great one on the Steam Deck. Definitely recommend it if you can get it to play. Like, meaning, like, I've been able to play it on the Steam Deck, but like they have some issues with it, with compatibility. So good, though. Honestly, I think you might like it too.
Probably.
They're so good.
The Arkham series.
Oh, so good.
Doesn't Mark Hamill do the voice for Joker in those?
Yes. Yes. The Joker's awesome. Mark Hamill's awesome. The game is awesome. Raichi, what's great about Assassin's Creed protagonists is how they always do something stupid and have to grow wiser by the end of the game. Yes. Yes. I like the way that they go into the current world of the game and then they go into the past through DNA. I love the concept of Assassin's Creed's concept's awesome. The problem is they just padded out the gameplay a little too much. Like it's a little boring at times.
Yeah.
Terminator Salvation, pretty decent. I need to watch all the Terminators again. I haven't watched.
Seriously, we should just do like a React channel and do a bunch of movies, because I was thinking about it today. I was like, there's a lot of movies. I've seen a lot of movies, but there's also a lot of movies I haven't seen. Like I've never seen Pulp Fiction. I've never seen Fight Club. I haven't seen most of the Terminators. Like, there's a lot of like classics that I have never seen.
Dex Cyborg wants a reaction video of the two of us watching Terminator films. We'll see.
Well, there you go.
Susie loves React video. I like doing React stuff kind of, but like obviously the concept of that I'll leave that up to her. So if she wants to do it, we'll do it, and we'll do it as a members thing, maybe. We could do it as a members thing, or we'll just do it as a secondary channel or her channel. So we'll see. I don't like the idea of locking that behind, but I would never release something like that on the Games Revealed because it'd hurt the algorithm, because it's not really what this channel's about. I already hurt our algorithm enough as it is with the stuff I do sometimes. Paris, I'm waiting for remaster to play Dead Space. Is that wrong? Well, the remaster for Dead Space is out, and it's not wrong. Remaster is awesome. It is really super close to the original, and it is awesome. Go play it. Reach is the best Halo at me. I am not going to at you, but I don't know if I agree with that, but it's a good one. True Magic Dude, you only need to know about Terminator 1 and 2 for Terminator Resistance. The rest aren't considered canon as it should be. I agree, but I'm going to watch them all. I can't. Paris, Red vs. Blue, amazing Halo series. I love it. I
remember you watching that.
Oh, yeah, GameStop. I think it was even going on during GameStop when I worked at GameStop, potentially. Like, it's been around for so long. I loved it so much. I like humor, though. Anything that's even stupid humor. Anything. I almost like anything. I heard Steam removed the music player. I did not know that. I don't play music while I'm doing stuff, but I do have, like the Revealed project, I believe, could play Spotify, and so you can play Spotify while playing your games, but I have my phone for that. So I have my Steam Deck. I have earphones that are plugged into my earphones, so I'll listen to podcasts and stuff while I'm playing a game that doesn't require me to listen to it very well. Oh my gosh, we're getting really distracted here, guys.
That's okay.
Necrosphere threw his wife to the wolves. That's all I'll read. In Call of Duty Online and Blackout 2. I think it was Blackout. And did horrible as accepted then while I was at work for a week straight. She learned to play and surprised me very much on how much better she got. Dude, that's the way to go.
Your wife.
That's the way to go. She should just practice and not play with you for like a month and just like wreck you so hard. It's like, hey, look at that. You're at work. Awesome. I'm at home. Well, I don't know if she goes to work too, but like, oh yeah, that karma. Love it. Red vs. Blue, Chef's Kiss. Yes, exactly. Paris, girlfriend's first time watching could go viral for fuck. It could, but this channel is not really designed for that. We could do it on the Brink channel. We could do it on a lot of different things.
Another channel.
Yeah. We'll keep you posted on that. I know me and Susie have talked about it many a times, and there's plenty of stuff. But now that I have two mics, because I've been trying to get another mic for a while and some other stuff, like it's kind of getting set up. Paris. Oh, wait. How did I know? Not know. Dead Space starting now. Oh, yes. Paris. So good. Okay, guys. Okay. We're deviating heavily from anything Steam Deck related. We're going to watch this video. If you have any last questions, ask them. I get stuck in your guys' comments and talk about stuff I don't even need to talk about as you guys have a conversation. Last Call of Duty was World at War. Yeah, that was a while ago. There's been a lot of good Call of Duties, by the way. Necrosphere, yeah, she's like 1v1 me, bro. I love the karma on that. So good. Okay, guys. So there's the all-new big screen x86. And I don't, why does he call it an x86?
How long have you been waiting to get to this?
Hour and a half. Handheld is coming soon. It's called the TGD T10. What is this? Why would he say x86?
ETA Prime back here again.
like they all are x86 or x64 compatible.
Dude, I swear my nose is not itched all day, and now it's like.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
welcome.
kind of a quick
Welcome
one,
to
but
streaming.
Recently, we got an announcement from a company known as TJD about a brand new
That is
big
interesting.
screen Windows-based gaming handheld known as the T10. The company itself, TJD, isn't new to the tech space. They've actually been making tablets and convertibles for a little while now. They're on the lower end side. You can actually do a search on Amazon and you'll come up with something that looks sort of like this. Some of these designs are a bit off the wall, kind of like their new T10 handheld, but some people might be into a design like this. And really, the main thing this has going for it is a 10.1-inch display. Now, I know it looks a little funky.
So I was muting it. It does look like something from the 80s, and it also looks like a cheaper version of the PlayStation. The
Yeah.
PlayStation, like the new PlayStation Q project that they have. I like the screen. It seems pretty big.
Yeah.
Here, but they've kept the ergonomics around a 7-inch tablet on the controller side of things. That's why, we've got the smaller controllers on the side here with that
Well,
huge
Jack, of course, hates it.
10.1-inch display.
I don't
But
blame
we've
you.
got a lot of information about this handheld, and hopefully we can definitely see one in action soon. And taking a look at the specs they've revealed so far, it's not going to be a slouch. They're actually offering 2 different APU SKUs. This will be powered by a 7000 series Ryzen APU with RDNA 3 graphics. And you can actually check out their website right now. So the official company is TJD, but I'm not sure if they're doing kind of a secondary sister brand known as Meteorish. That's what the website's name is. But as you can see here, we've got the T10 Windows 11 10.1-inch FHD big screen handheld. Looks like they're going to be offering
It's the pug of handhelds.
3 different colors so far. We've got the white and
It can't breathe very well, and it's probably going to die a lot earlier than the other handhelds, but you just got to have it.
blue, black and purple, and we've got the yellow and purple. This white
that
with the
horrible
orange and blue
gonna
is
start,
definitely
yeah,
reminiscent of
more
the
breathing when it
Gundam
gets too
1X
hot.
player. I personally like this color scheme most, and there is some RGB here, like a lot of other handhelds on the market. But taking a look further down the page here, there's a notification sign up right here. That 10-inch display is going to have a resolution of
I'll be honest, I do like the idea of a 10-inch screen, and it is kind of remind me of Gundam stuff too, and I do like Gundam stuff. Oh my gosh, they don't even have a favicon or favicon. I don't know. I do so much web development. I don't even know what it's called, but they don't have a favicon. At least it's secured. Sorry. Windows 11 10. I mean, it's obviously going to be Windows 10.1. Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? So, like those old toys? They were the water toys that looked like a game.
Should
A
not be
gamepad.
exposing all those, but what?
Do you remember those? They were toys, and they were like water games that were kind of set up to look like a video
Yep.
game, and
Yep.
you could
Yep.
pop the rings or whatever. That's what it.
They saw that like, wow,
what it
Americans have
looks like.
crappy games if they have to play water sports that has one game for their handheld. We're going to make something better and still make it look like it. 1920 by 1200 resolution. Honestly, great resolution for a 10-inch screen. Could be maybe a little higher, but it's a 16 by 10, which is like the Steam Deck. 500 nits peak brightness, 130% sRGB. Contrast rate. Ooh, that's a pretty. It seems like I think that's a pretty high contrast ratio with a 6600K color. Seems like honestly a really good screen. How much is this going to cost? It doesn't look great, but the screen seems awesome.
Like the screen, I would be nice.
The platform Phoenix, the 7840. Yeah, so it's going to be like on like with the new ROG Ally and other devices, it's going to be the same architecture. The best handheld gaming PC Pro. Maybe, I guess. Okay, the ergonomic, okay, yeah, it's always, most devices have that. Has the 2 fans back, which is awesome. Which is going to cause it to have lower fan. The 2 USB 4s, 1 USB A, that's nice, to be fair. High speed, yeah, SD card plus audio. Ooh, speeds of so it has the newer SD card slot. That's another thing that Steam Deck needs because it has higher reads now. It's got the next gen.
Okay.
RGB color lighting. I guess I have to see it because this looks horrible.
So those are lights. That's not just color patches. I'm assuming.
Maybe, but the yellow and magenta, whatever that is not great. Brand new design with extra large air vents. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, it has a lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it really does look like somebody's holding like a lollipop, like in sort of an abstract way.
What is this other one? It has 2 vents. It doesn't have 2 vents. What the? What is the point of this one over here? I don't like that.
Yeah, it's weird.
Hall sensing, everything's Hall nowadays. I'm surprised Steam Deck hasn't just started putting Hall stuff in theirs. They have dual gyroscope here. It's dual gyroscopes, but whatever. I think that's a typo. No dead zone on joystick. Okay, obviously, yes. Okay, yes, obvious stuff. I'll have to do a video on this. I'm sorry, I haven't done a video on this. This is interesting. Ultra long standby time. That's all dependent on Windows, but sure. Approximately 8 hours. And independent gaming time, approximately 5. I mean, Steam Deck will last like a week or two. Easy. Full scenes and super play. Esports mode. Oh no. Gathering mode? What's gathering mode? Oh no. Casual mode? Oh no, guys. Oh no. Hi. Welcome. You come in at the worst time. Like this is I'd have to watch the rest of what is Face's thing, but I love the screen size. Everything else I do not like.
No, it's
Why? But the marketing alone, like what's gathering mode?
You can.
Do you wait for the Pokemon to gather towards you so you can bash them over the head and get them? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Any games anywhere? Yeah. Innovative colors. This is what happens when you have a marketing firm that's in China. That's China first potentially. Marketing firm. Okay, I do agree with this 32. I think this should be what all the new devices coming out need to have that specs sheet. I'd pay extra for that.
Really curious how it would feel in the hand, just because, like, yes, there's like some beveling to like.
I think it would feel great. It honestly reminds me of the Ioneos. I think it would feel great. I just think it looks horrible.
Yeah.
It really looks. I think honestly, my son could do a better job at coloring that. And he's colorblind. No, I'm just kidding. He's not colorblind. Throwing him under the bus. Oh, so they compare it right here. Look at that. Yeah, same CPU, same RAM. Well, except for it does have higher options.
Yeah, do they compare that one's fugly as hell? And
fugly, I've not heard that word in a long time. You're aging yourself more. Wait.
yes, I'm aging myself.
The ROG Ally is not a 10-inch screen.
Wow.
Okay. I can't laugh too much because I have made some mistakes like that on my marketing pages. But if you're building a device like this, I would hope you would not make that type of mistake, though. Still, that's pretty bad. It does not have an ROG Oculink. I don't think it has an Oculink. I think it's a proprietary system, which is funny enough too that they
What
do
does
that.
up to 2W/4 on the speakers?
Where? Up to, I don't know.
What does that even mean? Like
It's-
up to?
This is stupid.
Do you get to add more
Don't
speakers?
leave hi. You are very much welcomed and needed here. It means it has 4 2-watt speakers on it. Potentially, maybe one model has only 2. Stupid. I don't know if there's multiple models per se.
Okay, then.
Ooh. Wait, 40 watt and 65 watt. Does the lower costing ROG Ally have a 40 watt? I can't remember. I thought it was all 65. Okay, so this is going to be doing like the Ein does. Ein has not released their stuff yet. It's looking better, but it's not out yet. This is not looking like they're even close to being done with it. The spec sheet just doesn't look correct. There's a lot of things that just looks wrong about this. Yeah, well, I'll have to do a video on this. This is giving me a lot of like not looking good kind of vibes here. Let's see what people have to say. Necrosphere, it looks like lollipops. Yes, it does. Ooh, True Blue Magic Dude got a limited edition Schwa mini duffel Gundam back. Dude, nice. Dude, Gundam stuff is awesome. I have a Gundam.
Sorry, I was reading.
Okay, I thought you were laughing because I'm
no,
like...
I wasn't laughing at him.
We went to
I
Japan
promise.
a few years ago. I got a Gundam and I have not put together yet. It's in a box somewhere.
Along with all the Legos I buy you at Christmas time.
Okay, Legos, that is on me. I should get down and do it, but I have been trying to give everyone good content on the YouTube channel, and yeah, but I will. Better than the PlayStation Q. Yes, it is, mainly because it's not the PlayStation Q and just a streaming device. That being said, I want to know how much this thing's going to cost. I want to know the purpose of this thing, except for being a bigger screen device. I think people will buy it, but yeah.
They'll be like the people that bought the Microsoft Zoom.
Oh, no.
Like,
Oh, look at that. Never mind. Wolf said fugly. That must be where he got it from. Okay.
I didn't read that.
Gondorian might be 600. I think 600 would be really cheap for this. For the minimum model, maybe. It is a 10-inch screen, remember that? And it I bet you 700 for the minimum, and I bet it's going to be 8, 9, whatever. I don't know. I don't see it doing very well, but we'll see. Paris, just wait for the Microsoft one, probably. Hi, what? You left? Oh my gosh, he left. That's predictable, though. Yeah, Gondorian, the colors need so much work. And it's partially, it's not even the colors, like, per se. They look cheap. Cheap parts. Do it differently. Don't do it the way you do it here.
Like they could have come in a Happy Meal.
Well, and why have it right here and right here? I don't get the design they're going for. It looks not good. A Necrosphere, red flag. Red flag.
Red flag. Red flag.
Gondorian, Japan has a giant robot Gundam. I know. I wanted to go see it so bad, but it was out of the way of where we could go. I do plan on seeing it next time. Necrosphere, my wife does the same. She gets me Lego cars sets, and I still have to put together the new Toyota Supra she got me. Oh, I know. Samesies there. Okay, guys. It is getting almost to 11. We've been streaming for almost 3 hours. I have not done a stream like this in a long time. I was expecting to play this or do this for 1 hour and a half, like an hour and a half, 1 hour and a half. An hour and a half, and then go and do some streaming on Twitch because I need to get back up onto that. And I have there's a lot of stuff we can watch and stuff. So a lot of things we can do over there, not even playing games. So if you have not, make sure to follow me at twitch.com/th3brink. If you have not, or The Brink at youtube.com/th3br or at th3brink. You can follow me at either one of those. I will have videos that pop up that I liked a lot from Twitch onto YouTube, and you can catch me live on YouTube or Twitch, but we'll see. Jobs and all that stuff. I'm going to try to stream some more over the next few days, and I have videos going to be going up live hopefully soon. So yeah. So does Susie. So we have a lot of work to do. A lot of studying. I have a lot of studying to do for some interviews, so hopefully things get a little bit more normal again. Oh, yeah. Thanks for joining us, Susie.
Thanks for letting me come hang out. It was fun.
Paris, I'll be coming back for the next stream. Thank you. Thanks, Susie, too, and hope to see you. Yes, thanks, everyone, and thanks for giving Susie a good time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, guys. Thank you.
Yes.
So, and I'll be around. Like, I'll pop up here and there and
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for some of those other exclusive things, and yeah, I don't know what else to plug. I guess stuff. If you're following and liking, you're already doing awesome. Thank you guys. We won't keep this any longer. Have a good one, and I'll catch you guys next time. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. Later.
Bye.
Bye. Money, please.